But how's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing good.
All right.
I got up from nap like an hour ago. I feel great, man. That's a bunch of bull.
So great.
I was off yesterday and today, and I'm all messed up. I when I'm off my Wednesdays and Thursdays, I'm all messed up.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the first giveaway, Julie? Is it a Figment Guy pins lanyard?
Yes. Brand spanking new, just
Brand
delivered 20
spanking
minutes
new,
ago.
literally 20 minutes
Literally
ago.
20 minutes ago. So I'm
We just
excited about
we
it.
just started. We haven't talked about any
No
announcements or anything
announcement
like
yet.
that. We have two announcements though. So major, 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 major.
Yes. So that's the giveaway right now.
Hot off the presses. Figment Guy pins lanyard
Get in on that. If you win one of the first giveaways before you make a purchase, your shipping's on us. So it's always
yes
good to get in on the giveaways if you can. It is for US addresses.
is one that you have lanyards. So yeah. Um welcome. We you guys picked a lot of pins. 122
That's amazing.
I believe is how many pins you picked to be run tonight. And yeah, we'll go from there. If there is something that you'd see that you want run and you want to check and see if we have it in the show, we can go ahead and we can see if we
We
can
could
still
still
pull it.
grab it,
Mhm.
yeah. If it's something you want run, it'll go to the end of the line though.
I have heard the rumors and I've seen the pictures. It does look like
Yeah.
Disneyland did restock their hidden Disneys.
Mm-hmm.
What's the announcement? Well, we don't do it right off the bat. Like, you gotta wait. It's gonna be like third giveaway. We'll talk about the announcement.
Because everyone's gonna come in, they're gonna be like, "What's the announcement? What's the announcement?" Patience, patience, my friends.
Um, so I got pin mail today, and pin mail hit heavy and hard,
Yeah,
and I paid
a
probably
lot.
probably way too much for three pins that Pinpicks didn't have um on their website. My Pin Central doesn't have on their website. I double checked everything just to see,
Mm-hmm.
and this is look at look at
He's so tiny.
he's so tiny.
It's super cute.
There's that one, but wait, there's more. There's fancy.
Another dapper figment.
Yeah, another in a tuxedo. I love my figments in
Yeah.
tuxedos.
When he told me there was another one, I was like, "Are you sure that's not the same one that we paid
No, we did
$800
not
for?"
pay $800 for that one.
And
And
hitchhiking spaceman,
space figment,
spaceman
space
figment.
figment. They came on these cards, which are definitely like they're
They
jewelry-ish
look like
type of cards, but it's one pin back through it. And yeah, they're these tiny little Epcot Center,
yeah.
which is awesome.
So these were not listed anywhere.
No, I think I'm gonna have to add them to pin picks.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably like I'm gonna have to do that. Like I'm gonna have to physically add them onto pin picks.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're gorgeous. They're tiny little, and I like tiny little figment pins for one reason. They fill in spots where maybe there's spaces in between pins that
Mm-hmm.
are a little bit too big.
Yeah.
See the back. I'll try to show the back. It basically is a Taiwan pin because they were made in Taiwan. But it says 1982 on the back of it. So these were from the opening of Epcot Center.
Mm-hmm.
So like right when Epcot Center opened.
What does the copyright say?
Copyright says it's so this is let me
I can look for you if you like.
1982 Walt Disney Productions Taiwan
Yeah.
is what it says.
Amazing.
1982, yeah, they're tiny.
That's
These
amazing.
the most
Yeah.
tiny little pins you've ever seen your whole entire life, and I paid a lot for them.
Yes.
I paid a lot. We'll just put it at that. Yeah, the
45
top hat one's a
seconds
dork.
before the giveaway runs. So get in on that
Do
giveaway.
you want to play over under on how much I paid for them?
Oh my gosh.
How much do you think I paid for them? Over 800, over 1,000. 16's too high, 12's too high, 15's too high. 1100.
Yep, I saw it.
I saw it. Whole bunch of you got 1100 like right in a row. $1,100 for 3 pins.
No shipping included with that, right?
Shipping was included, so it technically wasn't that bad.
Right.
That's how we can sell it to Julie, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he has to stay Figment complete, so I wasn't going to be mad about it. When we heard that there was these unreleased, well, they're released, but not, officially on the databases, I was like, you got to get it. You got to get it. Caitlin, Elise, congrats! You got the first giveaway.
First giveaway. Are we doing another one?
I can.
Oh, we do whatever you want. I mean,
There we go.
Oh, we're doing another one.
We're doing another one.
Another one.
Second giveaway.
So yeah. Got those in the mail. I also got these. These are ridiculous. Go from one extreme to the other. Let's talk about small to big. Like, why are these pins so? These pins are gigantic.
Show your little guy next to it. He's smaller than the character on the pin. So small. We haven't announced yet. We're going to announce very soon.
So these are big. Yeah, these were a lot bigger than what I just saw the picture of what they were going to look like. But yeah, these are Hong Kong, or sorry, Shanghai. These were Shanghai limited edition of 300s. Duffy and Friends. So those were really nice. Those came out a lot better than I even kind of expected that they would be.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is, yeah, they're kind of like a build-a-pin style, so you can move the different friends if you have the different ones. But then, so yep, Duffy and Shelly May all on one pin. But those are nice. Those came in. These also from Shanghai. Those are big.
Mm-hmm.
Some Toy Story, Lotso, Woody, Buzz. Do you think you'll get some more of the Mother's Day pins? Misty. Oh, those mother ones? Yes, I should be getting another set of those in. Those will be coming. I should have another set coming pretty soon. But that's not even the biggest pin that came in. I didn't even realize. You want to talk about not realizing that things were as big as what they are? Like, what is up? Look at this. Look at that. Limited edition of 300. Let's see, who are we targeting on here? We got Sadness, Judy Hopps, Donald, Stitch. Donald and Stitch on the same pin. I wonder who likes that. Sully, Ariel, Genie, and Goofy. All on the first pin. Ariel, Stitch on the same pin. They were like, we're taking notes. Let's see. On this one, we have Duffy, Shelly May, Linabelle, I think is the name, Mulan, May May, Mr. Incredible, Daisy, and Mushu on the middle one. And then on the last one, you've got whatever the dog's name is, Duffy, Minnie Mouse, Winnie the Pooh, Pluto, what is it, Nick Wilde, Belle, and Judy. Or not Judy, Joy. I don't know why I said Judy. Joy. Well, yeah, those are nice. Those will end up at a Figment Guy pin event near you. So, lots of fun stuff today. Are you doing things?
I'm ready if you are.
Oh, she's ready.
I haven't done anything yet, but I'm right there.
Let's flip this. Well, let's talk about something. So, Julie.
Yes.
Do you want to do the favors?
Big announcement time, guys. Big announcement. We finally can announce the date for Ohio.
Pin trading events land in Ohio, July 24th and 25th of 2026, North Olmsted Mall, North Olmsted, Ohio, right next to the airport, sponsored by PinPix. Woo! Let's go. So, yes, this is an absolutely free event to attend.
Yes.
So, Julie, what would be great? Can I see the pricing so I can talk about this? So I wanted to give you a deal. We're doing 2 days. It's going to be the 24th and the 25th in Ohio. And we want to announce PinPix is coming on as a sponsor to help it. So with PinPix coming on as a sponsor, we are able to pass the savings on the tables onto you. We were going to charge about $50 a table to $55 a table per day is what it was going to have to be to kind of like cover the cost of the event. But with everything how it worked out, we were able to like do some stuff. So there's 8 foot tables and there's 6 foot tables. If you want an 8 foot table for both days, Julie just put the link up
Yes.
on yours, right?
It's on my Instagram. It's
On
also
Julie's
on the
Instagram.
Facebook group.
For 2 days,
Congrats, I love Figments. You got the
it's $70. So for 2 days, for an 8 foot table, it's going to be $70.
yes.
For a 6 foot table, it's going to be $65 for 2 days, not for one day, $65, 2 days for $65. So I just thought that it would be wonderful to pass that on to you. It's going to be a free event, but even vendors that want to come on, we're basically able to pass kind of that savings on to you guys. So I'm ecstatic for that. I think that's amazing. And I'm ecstatic about that. So Julie has the link already on her stories. If you want to get a table, go get a table.
It's also on the Facebook group.
Oh, it's in the
So,
Facebook group also.
Yep. I just add everyone. So
You don't have to
it's on
leave. You
there.
don't have to leave the show.
Yeah,
You
don't
can-
leave.
Don't
Don't
leave.
go nowhere. We're gonna have fun.
Consider coming to Oregon or Washington State. We lived in Ohio, so that's really the reason why we're doing Ohio. So I will say this, the deadline to get 2 day tables is July 1st. So if you want to get a table to this event, July 1st. That's the time.
Mhm.
After July 1st, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start doing the single day tables. Julie will also have an option for half of a table.
Yes.
So there will be limited of those,
It'd be very limited.
very limited, but we will have half tables. So if you were interested in just having half of a table because you have 2 books and you want to come pin trade, but you want to have a table and sit down, Jeff already got his tables.
Woo!
There we go. Yeah,
Yes.
but so there you go. The deadline is July 1st, midnight, July 1st to get that. And then after you get that, if you come in, it's going to be solo tables will be $40 for a 6 foot table, $45 for an 8 foot table, or $20 for to split a table with somebody else. Just so you know, that's how many. How many tables? Question mark. You can have as many tables as you want.
You can have two
Oh,
tables.
sorry, 2
I'm
tables.
limiting it to
She
two
limited it to 2
tables
tables.
so that more people can
Become vendors.
yeah, become vendors.
So 2 tables per person is the max you're allowed to have, and then we can go bigger than what we have set in there. You know, that is a possibility. Do you need tickets to come? No, but we would like you to RSVP. There is also the option in there
Yes.
to RSVP to let us know that you're coming to the event. It just makes it easier for us when in the planning process when we're doing that. So, can you all make the post so we can reshare it?
We can look into it after the show.
We'll do it after the
Yeah.
show. We'll kind of go ahead.
I'll
Yes,
have
you
to
and
look
your
at my schedule
47 kids,
already.
you can RSVP for
I
all
mean,
of
it's
them.
a mall and it's near the food court, so
Yes.
it's a great location.
Oh, it's
We
the,
are so excited.
the whole stretch from the middle of the mall all the way down to like the one end where Macy's is. So from Penny's to Macy's all the way
Yes.
down is basically covered there. Yeah, no, I'm ecstatic. We've been working to try to get this done
Yes.
for the last couple of days or so, and we're finally got it situated. So
Yeah.
that's what we wanted to announce to you guys.
And
So
we're super excited. PinPix is coming on as a sponsor. So we are ecstatic about that. Thank you so much, PinPix. We're going to be promoting the heck out of this. So we hope you guys, if you're local to Ohio or if you're in a nearby state, we're really hoping that you guys will come and visit. We are going to also be contacting the hotels that are in the area just to see if we can set up some discounted room rates also. But that will come closer to the event time.
yes, we should be able to have something like that, but we wanted to throw that out there. Also, Julie did repost. Don't forget the event dates are out for next year, 2026. So right now, That is our full lineup for 2026 as of right now. And I know we're going to be adding more stuff onto it. But if you're looking for single tables, we just started selling single tables for the Orlando events down here.
Yes.
They're going quick.
It's in our stories.
Yes.
So on Instagram, and I think we also posted it on Facebook too, didn't we? Or did we not?
No, we got to repost. We have to repost it.
Yeah.
Pinning Magic table secured for Ohio.
Hey, that's awesome.
Pinning Magic and Jeff, two of the easiest people to trade with.
Yeah.
I always say when you look at hauls from our event, it's like Pinning Magic, Jeff, Fins and Pins, and me always have killer hauls at these events.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, those are like the ones like you see them and you're like, oh man, they did very well. They did really well.
Laura, I've never wanted to visit my in-laws so bad.
Oh, that's funny.
That's amazing.
So yeah, well, that will be coming up down the pipeline. We'll have more information as things trickle out. But if you're looking to be a vendor, setup times and all that stuff will be popped in there.
X-Duders, congrats! You got that. I think that was the third.
Do another one. Let's throw another one up there.
Right, here's another one.
First table I've ever done.
Awesome! You're gonna have a lot of fun.
This is one of those events that I would say, because I don't know if it's going to be crazy as far as foot traffic. There might be sporadic times.
It's a Friday and a Saturday.
It's a Friday and a Saturday, so you hope for the best, but it could be a little sporadic. You never know.
But you'll have plenty of time to trade with.
But walking around and trading with other
Right,
people,
the other
that's the big
vendors,
one.
It'll be amazing. Ooh,
Wow.
look at all those.
Wow, you guys all have coupons. Fragmenteers across the board. I think 47 people just hit Fragmenteer.
Yeah.
Don't forget, clip your coupon up there. You get $5 off.
Do it before you spend anything.
Yes.
Because you have to do it first.
Definitely.
So do that.
But yeah, and also let's shout out the Buy It Now, the shop. If you see the shop and you click on Buy It Now, you can search through and see stuff that we have for sale right now. It's not auction style, it's just purchase and go. A lot of the stuff we have best offer
Yes.
open on that. So the Graily Grail stuff that's in there, we do not have best offer on. We have a whole bunch of Graily Grail stuff that was not picked today that will end up in the Buy It Now, and then we'll come to a pin event eventually.
You can buy and trade at our pin
Mhm.
events. So yes. And then let's go back to this because we still have to
we
finish
still gotta-
that before we move on to selling some pins.
So next we do have our July 5th event, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. This is at our normal spot here in Orlando. Let's shout out to the featured vendors: Thanos is Right Pins, Pinning Ghost, Kenny Pins, Pinning Magic, Pins Collecting, and Fins and Pins. All wonderful sellers here on Whatnot. Also, show them some love because they help keep these events free. If you can't be at the July 5th event, we have two other events this year that are scheduled. These events are just Figment Guy pins. So that is September 6th and November 8th. And then, like we said, next year we go to 12 months, 12 events. But past that, with PinPix and with GoPin Pro, we are co-hosting an event after Destination D23 from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. August 31st. This is directly after the events of that day. And it is at our normal spot that we have here in Orlando. And I will tell you this, we are sold out. There are no vendor tables available. You
None.
can get on the wait list, but there are none available. I would say get on the wait list because it's a good idea to. Past that, September 21st, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., the biggest pin event to ever be held in the world. Just so you understand, I didn't stutter. It's the biggest pin event to ever be held in the world. People are going to say, I missed that event. There's going to be severe FOMO that kicks in. And you know what? I'm warning you now. I'm warning you now. Don't miss it. There's no reason to.
Yeah.
There's no reason to. And the best part about it is, guys, it's absolutely free. Every single event you see here that has Figment Guy logo, Figment Guy Pins logo, whatever it may be, absolutely free. I don't charge you a penny to come into my events. You know why? You know why? Because it's just the right thing to do.
That's right.
Free parking, free entry. Merry Christmas. But yes, so that is co-hosted with GoPin Pro. It is going to be sponsored by Whatnot. We are excited. We had a meeting with GoPin Pro about talking about some talking points. I'm excited when we can pass information on to you. We will pass information on to you, but I'm ecstatic. But let's talk about next Friday. Next Friday, we once upon a summer,
Yep. You got it.
once upon a summer event here on Disneyana, the Disney category on whatnot. We are having a cool event, and the best part about it is, Julie, we're giving away a 3-day pass to Walt Disney World in the
Yes.
form of a $500 gift card.
That's
And you're
it.
like, I'm not coming to Disney World. You can use that gift card on whatever you want Disney wise.
Online, yes.
$500 gift card. It's a
Yes.
buyer's giveaway, so all you got to do is purchase something.
Make a
And we'll
purchase.
have stuff in the buy it now loaded that you can just go ahead and get something.
Yes.
So I'm ecstatic. If you have not RSVP'd also for any of those events, find the link, click on it, RSVP. It helps us in the planning process. You want the best event possible. I don't want you to complain about anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't RSVP, you don't have the right to complain about anything
Mm-hmm.
because you didn't inform us. So then we weren't able to plan. So I always say RSVP, let us know you're coming. We're gonna have a great time. I'm ecstatic. There's so much stuff coming down the pipeline. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
Are you
Very,
ready?
very exciting.
Are you ready? Let's show
Everything's
some
gonna
pins.
go in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Good luck. Woo, that was a lot. That was a lot to take in. I put it in the show notes. So moderators, if anyone comes in and starts asking, what was the big announcement? It's in the show notes. Kborg015. Congratulations, you got that. What was that? Fourth giveaway.
Fourth giveaway. Whole bunch more Fragmenteers.
Yeah.
Get your coupons before we start showing pins. So these are the pins that you selected today. We're going to run these at a 10% discount. Are you ready, Jules?
Yes. All
Okay.
of the links are on Instagram. So if you go to the Instagram, the Figment guy, it's all there.
Limited edition of 2000. The pass holder exclusive. Space Mountain 50th anniversary pin, 35th, $35. We're gonna run that at 31 bucks to start tonight.
All right, there we go. First auctions live.
There's also some really cool the Trade City pins. I absolutely love the Trade City pins. And we have a whole bunch of them tonight. And I'll talk about them when we see them because literally the next pin is a Trade City pin. Congratulations. Straight Izzy. Not all pins from Instagram will be sold. Only the ones like Pop 50, like you asked me to pull the one pin. I pulled that pin for you. It's coming up in the lineup. So give you an example. Here's bucket 1, bucket 2, bucket 3, bucket 4, bucket 5. That is what you guys pulled today for the show. Okay. Beware of falling pins, Julie. So the Trade City event, amazing. They did different road signs for different pin related things, and I absolutely love it. So $25 start, limited release. That is going to be a $22 start.
There we go. Yes, Sassy Shimer. Yes, it got pulled.
Yeah, I love the Trade City signs. My favorite.
Yes, there was a lot, huh?
There was.
It was not the whole set though, right?
No, they
From
didn't
the
have
book.
they didn't have the whole set from the
Okay.
book. We do have a book.
Kara, congrats.
Next, it's the pin board, Julie. The dreaded pin board.
What are you gonna find when you walk up to that pin?
You got 60 seconds. Make your choice and make it quick. $22 on that.
22. Speaking of pin boards, did everybody get their RSPs that got tickets for
Oh,
the 25 years event?
that
Those came in today.
the fact that those came out before the D23 ones absolutely shocked me.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Absolutely shocked me.
Kara, congrats.
Congrats.
Email, but I have to get organized.
Yes.
We haven't done it either, but
I gotta rank my stuff, yeah.
He's gonna repost a video on how to do it again. So keep it up to date.
Mardi Gras limited edition of $3,025. This was this year's Mardi Gras pin. We're gonna run it at 22 bucks.
There we go.
Any Inside Out today? Possibly. I can't remember. You can look at the pictures online in the Facebook group or on my Instagram. I'm not 100% if I had any Inside Out today. I know I priced a whole bunch of Inside Out, but I have four to five buckets, I think it is. Congratulations, JK.
Congrats. If you are not at any of our pin events and we're doing raffles at that, you have to be present to win.
Mhm.
So you cannot win a raffle at an event unless you're in person.
Physically
Yes.
in the building. Limited edition of 400. This was the DEC. This was released at D23 last year. $45 normally. We're gonna run that at $40.
There we go.
If you leave, it defaults to Mason.
It does.
The giveaway apparently.
Oh no. Oh, that happened one time. Courtney, yay.
Congratulations, Courtney. Next, Aristocats, Disneyland Paris, Marie. Love this series. $25 normally. We're gonna go ahead and run that at $22.
There we go.
But yeah, I've got to add my Figment pins at some point in time. That was I knew it was coming today, but I completely like almost forgot that it was coming today.
All right, Kristen.
Kristen, and you unlocked Fragment here. So you got another $5 off coupon that you can go ahead and throw up there. Limited release, it is Elliot from Peach Dragon. 35 normally, we're gonna run that at $31.
Lynette, for the 25 years, you got tickets for it. You didn't get the RSP. Because the D23 one, according to what we know, has not been released yet, but today was the 25 years. Renee Hospice RN, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. If we do get through everything pretty quick of what you guys pulled for the day, we'll do some dollar start boards at the end. So I have some dollar start boards that I have made up. So if we do get towards the end and Julie's feeling good still, then we'll go ahead and jump into some dollar start boards. Limited edition of 1600. Pluto is Aladdin and the horse is Genie. $20 normally. We're gonna run that at $18. Whole bunch of fragmenteers jumping in there.
Go. Lynette, I would contact Disney. So if you got that confirmation email from when you got your tickets, look on that and then reach out to Disney. There should be a phone number or even an email that you can contact someone. And they'll probably be able to help you out. That happened to us one year and we
M
were
stands, congrats.
going back and forth, but they got it fixed.
Limited edition of 1600 is Mulan, and it is Daisy dressed as Mulan. 25 normally. We're gonna run that at $22. But yeah, I was surprised the RSP came out. I was not expecting that today. That was not on my bucket list, my checklist for the day today.
It was almost like, is this a mistake?
Yeah, it kind of felt like it.
That was not from How to Train Your Dragon. That was Elliot from Pete's Dragon.
Pete's Dragon.
Yeah.
There we go. Congrats.
Stylish bookworm.
Clarabelle as Ariel on Seahorse. $20 normally. We're gonna run that at $18. Let's go.
What does RSP stand for?
Random selection process. So basically, what ends up happening is that Disney puts you rank pins. They basically do this lottery type system where you basically have then the right to buy whatever pins are on your list. Congratulations. There you go, stylish bookworm. Next, we got Mickey as Bert from Mary Poppins, limited edition of 1600 again. $40. We're gonna run him at $36. Yeah, so the random selection process is kind of confusing. I made a video about it, but I'm actually thinking about doing another, doing an updated version for this event. I think it's needed. I have so many questions about it. I am getting a lot of questions about it. So I think it's definitely one of those things that people would get, good information out of.
Stylish bookworm.
Congratulations.
Do like a mock one where it's not your choices. That way people don't think, oh, that's what he's going for first.
Oh yeah. That's of course I'm not going to show you what. Of course, I'm not going to show you what my rankings are.
Go for all the worst ones.
Minnie Mouse says Mary Poppins. 40 normally. We're going to run that at 36.
It is going to be really hard to fill out that RSP because there are so many amazing pins.
Hey, Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin. Honestly, I love those hot air balloon ones. I
Yes.
think that's an amazing set. So it's going to be really hard.
Not too bad. It's Friday.
Stylish bookworm, congrats.
Stylish bookworm, congrats. It's Friday, you know. I didn't really even think it was Friday. Didn't
Me
feel like a
neither.
Friday all day.
Nope.
Tomorrow's Saturday and it doesn't feel like Saturday is gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Limited edition of 1600. It's Dale as Simba. So he's got all the leaves around his head. 35 normally. We're gonna run that at 31 bucks.
31. There we go.
The pin trader frame with the Jubilee ticket. I mean, the other thing is like I've got 10 figments. So I think it's one of those I should be able to get what I need.
Fantastic 2025. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Congratulations on that one.
I think having the Jubilee package, you got better odds, Sassy
Yes.
Shiner. That's for sure.
Limited edition of 4,000, the Unlock the Evil series. This is Hades in that series. 25 normally. We're going to run that at 22 bucks.
There we go. Yeah. We had such awful weather yesterday.
It was just
Our
bad, that
pool
rain.
is so high right now.
Yeah, I got to empty water out of the pool for sure.
It was crazy. And then we got some storms today that came through, but thankfully they passed. Hashbaw.
But it was crazy. Hashbaw, congratulations. Limited edition of 2000 open house for the Haunted Mansion. Normally 40, we're going to run that at 36 bucks. Even more fragmenteers. All $5 off coupons. Grab them while you can.
Yes.
But yeah, they said you guys pulled about 122 pins today, so we're going to get right through all this stuff.
I was in Epcot for that storm yesterday. I was hiding in Fran's gift shop.
Oh
It
man.
was intense. It was so loud and so much rain. Oh my gosh. I saw Disney Food Blog posted video of Hollywood Studios.
Mhm.
It was wicked seeing that.
Yeah, they so you pick up the pins at the event. I saw the question pop through there.
Valerie Shelkey, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Next, limited edition of 500 Simba from the 100th series. That is going to be a 40 normally. We're going to run that at 36. We had flash floods in Ohio Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, there was some tornado warnings up there too. I had some friends sharing pictures of like destruction and stuff.
I mean,
nothing awful, but
yeah,
not good though.
flash floods here in Pittsburgh as well. Wow. Valerie,
Yes,
congrats.
today is the first day of summer, right?
Yes, it is. Officially official.
Just in time.
Phantom Manor, Disneyland Paris from over there. It's because they call it Phantom Manor instead of Haunted Mansion. 25 normally. We're gonna run that at 22 bucks.
No, we do not. This morning, one of the first things I did when I got out of bed, I actually packed for our Disney cruise.
Yes.
Which is still not until the middle of July. But I had a good time picking out some fancy outfits. Blue Eyes 48, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. I never went to Collecticon, and I honestly feel like that when they started Collecticon, it's like when I had a family and I really didn't have a chance to go.
You didn't have time.
I was working, guys. I was a salaried store manager, working like 80 hours a week plus.
Yeah.
Disney catalog, disneycatalog.com, which is amazing. Stitch, 35 bucks. We're gonna run him at 31 bucks in the original bag still.
There we go.
Yeah, I never got it. I know that I knew it was going on when we were there. I just never went to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a good pool weekend. I agree with that.
Mr. Izzy here, congrats.
Congratulations. Next, limited edition of 300 Remy. $60. Normally we're gonna run that at 54 bucks. And then, like I said, we have a whole bunch of stuff coming down the pipeline. There's some of it I wish I could talk about, but once we get there, we'll talk about it.
There we go. I was like, it wasn't going. Scott P76, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Limited edition of 2000. Sorcerer in the Stone, 40th anniversary. Nice pin on pin there. Ellie of 2000. It's going to be 35. We're going to run that at 31. Artland dropped some Remy pins today. Ooh, I didn't see that yet. Be right back.
Wow.
Remy's got to go check it out. Hey, Lizzie, can you bring me a water, please? Thank you.
JK, you got it.
Congratulations on that. Thank you. Next Tiki Room. This is that beautiful series, the Disneyland series. That they have the different pieces to make the castle and everything. Limited edition of 1,060 bucks. We're gonna run it at 54 bucks. Oh, Remy, not Ratatouille. You're not safe, are you? I am not safe.
I put a giveaway up for you guys since we hit auction 20. Congrats, JK.
JK, congrats on that one. Next, look, it's Cricky, Julie. Limitation of 1,250. These are basically animals, different animals. You'll see like all four of them that came, and it's them as like being given as pets is what it is. So like this is when he was given as a pet. 35. We're gonna run that at 31 bucks.
It almost looks like he's in a birdhouse, though.
Well, that's the carrier that they had him in. Fragmenteers, you guys got coupons. Use your $5 coupons. Don't let them go to waste. On the pipeline, I got some Humphrey the Bear. I got some Figment. Whole bunch of different stuff coming down the pipeline.
Congrats.
Next, the Figment Chaser. Look at him, he's gorgeous. $40 normally. We're gonna run that at 36 bucks. Got some Muppets coming down the pipeline, some Hades, some Star Wars. That's what I have in the queue line right in front of me. Whole bunch of stuff for you guys.
Michelle C77, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Next, limited edition of 300. It is the Thunderbolts. So people think Thunderbolts got Marvel back on track, Julie, but it didn't make a lot of money. But they said the story was good. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna wait for Disney Plus. So we'll see what happens. Normally 55. We'll run it at 49 bucks. I liked it.
Do you know if they stopped doing the Showtime pins? Haven't seen June yet. Not sure.
Showtime pins.
We are still in June though, so. Steve MD777, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Next, Disney catalog limited edition of 3,600. $50 normally. We're gonna run that at 45 bucks.
I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't know what Thunderbolts is.
Oh man. Yeah, Showtime posters, that was last year, and they only made it to 3 months into this year. I think it was a set of 15, wasn't it, Jeff? So 12 last year, 3 this year.
Liz B4223, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Next, another one from that Disneyland series, and Tinkerbell. She goes hides behind the castle. Limited edition of 1,060 bucks. We're gonna run that at 54 bucks.
There we go.
But yeah, like I said, I have dollar start boards. So if we run through these, the pins that you pulled, and still time's doing good.
Do we know who the artist is on this?
Someone.
Does it tell you on the back?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm not sure. Corgi Mom.
I mean,
wasn't our version the one that was the auction from the pin event where it was?
This was a Disneyland exclusive. They only did this in Disneyland.
Okay.
Yeah, ours had nothing. We had nothing to do with this. Google is your friend. Google definitely is your friend.
Congrats, Misty. 45 seconds to get in on the giveaway before it goes.
The Camp Penny haha pins are amazing. First off, they're amazing. Second off, he's all furry.
Oh, he's fuzzy.
He's all fuzzy. He's all furry. Be a deer. Do feed the bears. Limited edition of 500. 54 bucks. Let's go.
That's adorable.
It's an adorable pin, yes.
And it's still in his plastic to preserve his fuzzy body.
All of his fuzzy
Oh,
glory.
cute.
And like, remember with this, multiple people have pulled some things here and there.
Yes.
So just understand that when they pop up, you know,
Congrats, Renee.
there we go. And we put these in order in the way that we see them on Facebook and on Instagram. I try to tell people sometimes you're towards the front or the back. You should be right after we run.
Andy Hokie, congrats, you got the
Congrats.
giveaway.
And at 40, we'll have our next giveaway.
Yeah.
So we got the Mickey hand painting Darth Vader with ears. $30 normally. We're gonna run that at 27 bucks.
27.
Did you run the Mittens cat yet? No, not yet.
We actually pinned the announcement on the notes. So if you click on the show notes, you'll be
Should
able to
be
read about
up there.
the announcement. Congrats, Deb.
Step. Pretty much, I'll give you the, if you're reading it, we announced our Ohio event dates and that PinPix is coming on as a sponsor for that event.
Yes.
Limited edition of 500 and tables are for sale right now.
Tables are up and running right now.
$60 normally. I love these pins. I wish they would do more of these pin trading pins like this. $60. We're gonna go ahead and run that for 54 bucks.
We have it pinned on the show notes, so you can read all about it.
July 24th and 25th
Got it.
next year. Next year, 2026.
Any idea when the El Capitan Stitch is
El
in the
Capitan.
lineup?
I think it's something you pulled. I don't think I pulled.
Congratulations, Ashley.
There we go. We got Disneyland Paris Mini Jumbo with Chippendale. 35 normally. We're going to run that at 31 bucks.
There we go.
I know I didn't pull a Stitch Capitan pin. Julie's shaking her head.
It's in the show notes, guys. If you want to read about the announcement, you can read in the show notes. But it's our Ohio event finally got announced. We're excited about it.
Congratulations. Next limited edition of 2000. It was the first in the series of the Carousel series and sold out immediately. $65. We're going to go ahead and run that at 58 bucks.
There we go.
Oh, if they're talking, the Stitch Marquee pin is in bucket number 5. We are in bucket number 2. Yeah, okay. The El Capitan Stitch. Yeah, that's at bucket 5. There's some heavy hitters in bucket 5. I hope you guys stick around. There we go.
Do we have any of the Pooh monthly ones?
Not in the show today. Limited edition of we do have them, but they're just not in the show. I can put some of those into Sunday's show, but not today.
They're looking for June's Winnie the Pooh, so I don't think we have June.
I'll shrug my shoulders on that one. Probably, maybe not. Limited edition of 2,500. $30 normally. We're gonna run that at 27 bucks.
Here we go. Which bucket is the Muppet pin? The Muppet pin is on the table, so it's going to be within the next
5
auctions.
That's one of the Muppets pins. There's another Muppet pin that was also pulled.
Second one?
And that one's in bucket 5.
Gotcha. Jeff Morrow, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Limited edition of 4,000. $30 normally. We're going to run that at 27 bucks.
27. There we go. I was very excited for some of you guys. You were getting your mail today from Tuesday show.
Yeah, seriously, it was
a shocker.
It was already popping in there, which was kind of crazy.
So I don't know where you guys exactly live, but I was like, holy cow, these people are already getting their packages from Tuesday. That's amazing. And there was a holiday yesterday, so there was no mail. They were on top of things, I guess.
Carl, congratulations. Limited release, the sketchbook series, Baby Hercules and Hades. 30 normally, we're going to run that at 27 bucks.
27, there we go.
I feel like the chat's not very chatty, Julie.
They're
No,
talking.
no questions today. I like questions.
They are talking.
They are talking, but most of it is what was the announcement?
Congrats, Banjo.
There you go. Next, Epcot Food and Wine Festival, limited edition of 4,000, $25 normally. We're going to run that at 22 bucks. Concentrated on the pins.
That's a good question, Richard.
Mhm.
What's your favorite pin in the RSP that's coming out? Have you thought about it?
Yeah,
But you don't want to say because
I'm not going to say.
Yeah, I get it. He can't say. That's a great question, Brian. But if he tells you before the RSP,
It's one of the figments.
then
I mean, there's 10 of them. It's one of the figments. I will narrow it down to that much.
William Ben, congrats.
But one is definitely better than all the others. There's two of them that are really good. I'll tell you my second favorite, Figment Trading Book. The flip book.
One?
No, not where Mickey Mouse is on it.
Oh.
The one where it's because there's one of Figment Trade and there's a flippy book too. He's just on the Mickey Mouse one for some reason. Don't ask me why. Limited edition of 1,000 gold card. Celebrate every day. 50 normally. We're gonna run that at 45.
45. Let's see. You have to scream the goat because a couple people got that.
More coupons.
Thoughts on the Lady and the Tramp Mickey of Glendale pins?
They are $50 a piece, which is shocking. I didn't think that would be a thing. We saw them in person. They are absolutely gorgeous.
Congrats, Kristen. Did the Disneyland mystery bags get restocked?
Possibly.
It looks like they did.
Got
their hands on it.
Looks like they did.
The Facebook group.
If you're newer to the pin community, and just so that you know, when you come into Whatnot, I tell this to people all the time: we are not allowed to sell on another one. So just like on another platform. So we don't sell on Instagram, we don't sell on Facebook, we don't sell anywhere, but right here on Whatnot. Cast exclusive, $35 normally. Dreammakers, Hollywood Studios, Muppets. Look at his little dangle legs. 2007. $35 normally. We're running him in 31 bucks. I need to reprice these if I have any more of them because they are not $35.
So are you going to be able to do the AP preview of Test Track? Did they announce when the annual pass holders?
There is annual. It's after the cast members. So a cast member friend has already signed up and has invited me to go. I don't know if I work that day. I got to look at it.
Soph J, congrats.
I know those dangle legs are amazing.
I love that part.
Next, Ellie of 3,500, Count Dooku and Yoda. Star Wars Weekends pin, 25 normally. We're going to run that at 22 bucks.
There we go. If you won't talk about the RSPs yet, what's your favorite pin release this year so far?
I don't know. I like the fairy tale pins are really nice. The ones with the books on the bottom.
Yeah.
They sell out super duper quick. I think the Steamboat Willie one, underrated, one of the best pins of the year. The Winnie the Pooh one was really cute too, but those were Shop Disney exclusives.
Congrats, Deb.
Deb, there you go. Walt Disney Imagineering, 70th anniversary of Walt Disney Imagineering. 30 normally, we're gonna run that at 27 bucks. Bucket 2 is completely on the table.
Yeah, so
we're getting into bucket 3. Tuesday's not going to be fun for anybody.
Is that the dining?
That is dining, and everyone loses their mind, and
Yes.
we regret having a pin group on that day.
I'm going to be posting something in the Facebook group that day because a cast
Congrats.
member sent us a message
Mhm.
that they were treated very poorly, them and their staff, the rest of their crew.
So somebody
were
who
treated
is
very poorly the last dining day, and even threatened that they would lose their jobs. It got really bad.
Yeah.
And, you know, we love cast members. We want to protect them. Like, nobody should threaten anybody's job, but I mean, don't threaten a cast member's job. They're there to make magic. So, like, you go in there, you get in line, you behave yourself, you wait in line like everybody else.
You get your 2 pins and you
run
leave.
out of pins, I'm sorry. They are, whatever they have is what they have. But you can't go in there and threaten cast members. They're just there doing their job, and we don't know this cast member like hanging out. We've only met this cast member one time.
Mhm.
But we had almost a 30-minute conversation with this cast member, and she's amazing. So
Mhm.
she's not the kind of person that's going to go and like be mean to anybody and say, well, you can't have that, you know, or this, that. She's very, very friendly. So for that to happen where people are actually threatening and not being nice to, you know, the cast members, it was just requested if we could post something in the group, and I am going to post something because that is a big deal, and nobody should be treating anybody poorly ever.
Yeah, it was
Especially over pins. Come
after
on.
hearing her story, like I could see it
I
happening
could
though.
see it.
Like I honestly like I don't understand what the whole fixation is
Yeah.
with it and what the whole I get it. It's ultimately it's a pin,
Yeah.
number one. And apparently like you look at it, some of these people are getting not just their first and second, sometimes they're getting their third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth,
Right.
and they're still belligerent towards cast members.
Right.
Like, come on.
And when she said that her cast member friends were going backstage crying,
Mhm.
like that's not cool, guys.
Yeah.
So I know it's none of you guys in here because you guys are better than that. But we're gonna ultimately make a post so that everybody is aware that, you know, maybe you're being watched. You know, pay attention to people around you. What
Mhm.
are people like? How are they reacting? You know,
You know, I think that's the number one thing is I think how
be kind.
the number one
Exactly.
thing was always told with work and everything is like work the same whether you're being watched as to when you're not being watched.
Yeah.
Like you should have the same work ethic whatsoever, no matter what. And I feel like in this community, you should be nice all the time,
Right.
not just when people are watching you.
Right. And she did say too that I guess another thing was make sure you've got your pass holder discounts ready.
Yeah.
Because that was a big deal for a lot of people apparently
Mhm.
that they didn't have their pass holders stuff, whether they didn't bring their ID or whatever it may be. That's on you. That is not on the cast.
You didn't bring your ID and you want your discount, don't expect your discount
Exactly.
at that point. Like that's kind of crazy. Belle from Disneyland Paris, $30 normally. We're gonna run that at $27.
There we go. So yeah, Tuesday is always fun for us on Pin Trading Disney, the Facebook group. It is always a release day. It's always an online release day now, and it's just a lot of excitement.
Yes.
And people forget the rules in their excitement.
And Brian asked a very good
Sherry,
question.
congrats.
What is the difference between like an experience at a pin event from sitting behind a table or walking around? I think the best thing that I ever found out was, and I'll show this really quick. Beauty and Beast Luminaire, Beast Luminaire, 25 normally we're gonna run him at 22. I think the best thing is that people come to you when you're sitting down.
Yeah.
You don't have to go from table to table and drag bags around. I think it's exhausting walking around when you
Right.
get to a certain point. Like if you're dragging 3 or 4 bags around, you should have a table.
Mhm.
Like there's no if you're dragging a cart behind you, you should have a table.
Congrats, Deb.
Congrats, Deb.
Yes.
Bonkers Kingdom Council video game. Love that. Limited edition of 4,000. 30 normally. We're going to run that at $27.
But I'll give you an example. I asked Corgi Mom and Sassy Shimer because they did have a table at one of our events recently.
Mhm.
And I asked them, how is it different? Did you like it? And the thing that I remember them saying was, it's nice to sit down because your back doesn't hurt as much, but you kind of do miss the hunt of looking around.
That's true.
So You know, if you are looking for something specific, you're waiting for it to come to your table
Mhm.
versus you going on the hunt for it. So that makes a difference too.
Walt 40th anniversary of Walt Disney World. $25 normally. We're gonna run that at $22.
There we go.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest differential though, is like you're gonna miss out on hunting for pins, but like that's a big piece of it,
Yeah.
you know? And I think the one thing, like getting back to kind of like that, is I think that's the one thing that is like literally missing in pin trading at the moment. It's
Hmm.
just being nice.
Yes.
Like I feel like we live in a culture right now where you can say whatever you want, or you think you can say whatever you want, and there are no consequences for what you say. But
Right.
there definitely are
Congrats on your rebound.
consequences for what you say and how you act. Limited edition of 1500 Haunted Mansion, $40 normally. Or sorry, 40th anniversary, 35 normally. We're gonna run that at 31.
Making it go higher, huh?
You don't know how. I'll be honest. One of the things I used to say to people all the time was, you don't know how someone's day has been. You
Hmm.
might have a conversation with an older gentleman, and you might be his only human interaction for the entire day.
Yes.
You know, he might go back home and he might not actually have a conversation. He might have a dog or a cat or something like that that he loves dearly. But you
Congrats,
know what?
Valerie.
You might be the one person he talks to in the day. Make it a good day for him.
The cats are with Evelyn in
Yeah,
the
the
room
cats are
right
hiding
now.
out.
So if they come by, we'll show them.
Limited edition of 2000, $30 normally. We're going to run that at 27 bucks. Are there aggressive attitudes at pin trading events? I have social anxiety and hate confrontation. I think the biggest thing is I tell people is you have to pace yourself and you have to know yourself. Um, you know, and you also have to know, like, if you go up to a table, it's good to ask feeler questions of like, are you selling? Are you only selling? Are you only trading? Are you doing those, like, those are good questions to kind of ask out when you're kind of getting there.
20 seconds to get in on the giveaway before it runs.
Limited edition of 4,000. I love this Lucifer pin with Gus Gus and Jock. $30 normally. We're running that at 27 bucks.
If you don't like being told no, just get prepared because you are going to go to a pin event and there's going to be some people that are only looking to collect within their set.
Hmm.
So you might hear no, a few times. But in reality, I mean, our pin events, I feel like they are successful for a lot of people, completing sets and such. Lisa, fan of Disney, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Congratulations there. Next up in the arcade series, the Skee Ball series, as we like to call it. Limited edition of 2000, Beauty and the Beast. 30 normally. We're going to run that at 27. But I mean,
And don't be afraid to say no yourself.
yeah, don't be afraid to say no to somebody. Like if you don't feel
Don't let
comfortable in the
someone
trade,
push you over.
like I will say this, like if I tell you that if I ask you and you tell me every pin on your page is $20
Yeah.
and you pull $100 pin from me, I'm gonna try and get $100 for $100.
Congrats, Jess.
You know, I trade value for value, but I don't devalue your pins. I don't say your $20 pin is a $10 pin because that does happen a lot. Beauty and the Beast mosaic. It is hard to get zoomed in, but these are all scenes from Beauty and the Beast in the mosaic piece. I love this series, this whole thing that they did. $25 on that. We're going to run that at 22.
Here we go.
Yeah, don't be afraid to say no to somebody. Don't feel like you're going to hurt someone's feelings. Not every trade works out.
Right.
That 100% is a very true statement.
You might come across people that want to win every trade, though. So,
Mhm.
like I said, it's okay to say no. I have to tell Richard that sometimes. It's okay to say no. You don't have to, trade with that person. Shopping Ruthie,
Shopping
congrats.
Ruthie, congrats. I love that. That series is gorgeous. Next, we
Yes,
have the Bolt.
actually we did.
Bolt Skee Ball Arcade, limited edition of 2000. 30 normally. We're going to run that at 27. But that's my biggest kind of takeaway as like we're navigating through life right now and we're navigating through work and the pin community in general. I've seen a lot less community and a lot more eh. You know, let's get back to the community aspect of it.
Puppy Shayla, congrats.
There we go.
Is it considered rude to look up values of pins you're not familiar with in the middle of a trade? If it's of their pins, no, you can look that up. But you should already have your pins valued.
Mm-hmm. We got the Disney Arcade, another one of the skee ball. This one is Oliver and Company. Oh, I don't have a price on that.
I know. It was in the book. I saw that.
$1 start.
$1 start. There we go.
The updated shows, you can actually click on our name and you can actually click and bookmark all of our shows. Yeah, do your research ahead of time so you know the value of your pins, or at least what you have invested into your pins. Hey, Molly, I hope you're feeling better.
Hi, Molly. Congrats, Shelby. Yes, we made our huge announcement this evening. Pin Picks being our sponsor for the Ohio event is exciting.
Limited edition of 1,000. It is from that same series. Heffalump inside of there, adorable. 60 normally. We're gonna run that at 54. Yeah, we're excited. The July 24th and 25th, that was the big announcement. And then we also announced PinPix is coming on as a sponsor of the event. We have the tables are loaded now. You can go get your tables right stat now. So I'm excited about that. They're on Julie's Instagram stories or they are in our Facebook group.
Congratulations, Misty, and you hit Fragment.
Fragmenteer.
Congrats. Make sure you go up and click that little circle and redeem your coupon.
2026. Limited edition of 2000, the scratch and sniff, the Disney Sense series. Love this series, but the pin doesn't smell. Pin only smells like metal and rubber, so it's not going to smell like coconut on there. So $45 normally. We're going to run that at $40.
There we go.
But like I said, we had a lot of stuff. There's been just a whole bunch of things coming up down the pipeline, and I'm excited about it. This is just a small piece of what's coming.
Congratulations, Taylor.
There we go. The Classic D Series limited edition of 1,000. Normally $60. We're gonna run that at $54.
I mean, if you're on the fence with getting a table or not having a table, it just makes. I guess if you have to have enough pins to fill at least a 6-foot table, so because you don't want to have an empty table, even as you know, us hosting the event, we don't really want to see vendors with like, nothing really on it.
One book.
It's not really a draw, Congrats, Taylor.
Limited release. This is the pin trading Trade City event. A whole bunch of the signs are coming up, including a sign that I didn't realize was from Trade City, Julie. And I've seen the fake version of it, but I don't think I've ever actually seen the real version of it.
Okay.
Stop sign right here with the Mickey ears. 25 normally. We're gonna run that at $22.
But also, if I would say too, if you've never actually been a vendor at a pin event, but you've never attended a pin event, I would attend a pin event first before becoming a vendor, just so you get an idea of like what it is to come to an event. I think that is also helpful. Congrats, Magical Vibes.
Congrats. I'm trying to figure out what Haley wanted run. Now my brain's like, what did Haley
Molly,
ask me
I'll
to run?
send you the links when we get off tonight. I do have it posted on Instagram and I have it posted in the Facebook group too, because I posted that at the beginning of the show. So you might be able to steal the link from that as well.
So this is a limited release, but it's limited edition limit 2. You can only get 2 limited edition pins at the cash register. So I love the fact that that's a pin. 25 normally. We're gonna do $22. I am in bed.
I love that. But yeah, I can message you. I'll message you everything after the show too. Congratulations, Ashley.
Tiki Room did run earlier.
Yes, it did.
Did the Castle one? Castle. That was the one with Tinkerbell. I think the star.
Yeah.
Those did both run.
Yeah.
So I've seen this yield pin before, but I've never seen the actual real version of it because this is one that you do sometimes see in the fake pins.
Nice.
So limited release, the Goofy Yield pin, 25 normally. We're gonna run that at $22.
For watching my son.
Here we go.
You're welcome. Also, hi Haley. But yeah, no, you guys pulled a wide variety of things tonight. So
Congratulations, Goofy's Pin Town.
go next. Cast exclusive Ears of Excellence. It is the Great Mouse Detective. 25 normally. We're gonna run that at $22. And like I said, we're in bucket number 3 right now, so we're about to get to. I'm gonna finish laying bucket number 3 out here, in a couple more pins, and then we'll get to bucket number 4 here pretty soon. Congratulations, Lisa. This is the gifting series again. So we had Cricky earlier. So we have, I can't remember what his name is from Toy Story. Can't remember what. No, it's not Slinky. Buster. It's Buster.
Yeah.
Ellie of 1250. 35 normally gonna run that at $31.
We do typically have people pull for the shows from pictures on Facebook and on Instagram. It just makes it easier so we know what we're doing during the show. There's no dead air. It's just, we're
I
running.
mean, there's still dead air, unfortunately.
Joe Agar 00169, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy Pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. And then, like I said, we're also going to be doing some dollar start boards towards the very end. From that same series, it is Lady. I had the artist proof version. I pulled off the board of this pin. This is the non-artist proof version. 35 normally. We're going to run that at $31.
There we go.
But yeah, we're excited about Ohio. It's going to be great. If you guys have never attended one of our pin events here in Orlando, I think you're going to be in for a treat. We always have a good time. We already got two of our best vendors actually 3 of our best vendors I know have already bought tables that are coming from Orlando, from the Orlando pin events to come see you guys.
Holly girl, thanks you. The Magic of Shades pins, Shades of Magic. Those have not been faked.
No, those have not been faked. Not yet. We'll just say that.
Not yet.
So this is the gift series again because Pegasus was gifted to Hercules. Limited edition of 1250, 35 normally. We're gonna run it at $31.
There we go. Just saw the announcement. Super exciting. Would we be able to sell our pin ear headband bags at the event if we got a table? We'd really like to keep it more towards just pins at this event. In our normal events, we wouldn't mind having a little bit extra, but Karma is a cat. 13. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
There we go.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Welcome, Figment family. Sorry. Limited edition of 1,000. This is from that same series where we had the castle and the Winnie the Pooh pin, Monstro for Fantasyland. Normally 60. We're gonna run that at $54.
Do you know what bucket the Radio Disney pin is in?
The radio, it's bucket 5. There was a whole bunch of people that pulled stuff right at towards the very end. Yeah,
So
we're almost in bucket 4. So
yeah, we'll be there in no time.
yeah, we'll definitely be done with all 5 buckets probably before 8 o'clock.
Sammy Joe, congratulations.
Congratulations. We are moving right along right now. I love this spinner.
I would hold off, Jeff, because we are going to try to talk to some of the local hotels to see if they can do some
discounted rates. We should be able to get some discounted rates. The hotel said that, or the mall said that they have like 8 hotels that are within the area.
Yeah.
And since we live there, we kind of know
We
the
know
hotel. We know the hotels. So I think it's one of those. If we just hold off, we'll be able to grab something, get some good deals, and then we can do pin trading in the lobby.
Oh my gosh.
50 normally. We're gonna run that at $45.
All right, 45.
Jeff's already looking at plane tickets.
I mean, that's fine.
I mean,
can't
yeah.
get you discounts on that.
I can't get you discounts on plane tickets, but maybe hotels.
On Facebook, you said pins would be pulled tonight after the 12 p.m. giveaway. Did you mess up, Richard?
I
We
went.
said 6 p.m.
I went and I said, "Life is lifing right
It
now."
will be
Okay.
for today, not for Sunday.
Let's be honest. Life has been lifing hard lately.
Sammy Joe.
We're waiting for life to slow down for 5 minutes. I'm literally gonna go on our cruise and do nothing. Like I'm hoping I'm saying I'm filming all this stuff. I might not even film anything. It might get to that point.
Yeah.
Disneyland Paris. Look at how adorable Raja is. 25 normally. We're gonna run him at $22.
But yeah, Sassy, I'm trying to keep up with the questions. I'm so high up there right now. We're gonna try to keep the Ohio event pins, because that's what we told the mall that we were doing was pins. So we are gonna try to keep it more geared towards trading pins and selling pins.
There we go.
Corgi Mom.
So Gabrielle, are you talking about coming over for like a Disney pin event, like or one of our pin events? That's why I just wanted to verify like your question that you were asking. And Jeff said that Figment 26 code did not work on his Delta app. So that did not work on his Delta app.
Bad code.
I mean, any pin events, you might want to like look and see if you can get it around a Disney pin event. And then because we always run an event after a Disney pin event.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at something like that, that might be the biggest bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Or after like D23 is going to be in California again, and it's going to be chaos. I'm already calling it right now. D23 next year in California, utter chaos. WDI limited edition of 450, one of the broken busts. $30 normally. We're going to run that at 27. It's going to be more than wild. It's going to be kind of crazy.
We're gonna
Like
bring our entire family.
we're bringing like 7 people to D23.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like 7 suitcases
It's probably
coming.
gonna be 6. Somebody's gonna have to stay home for the cats.
I'm gonna have my parents come stay at our house.
Okay.
I'm gonna get this work. My parents are coming over to stay.
Tiffany, bro, congrats.
Crushes, take me. I'll be your kid. Ellie of 1200 D23 exclusive. I love the mirror on this one. This was for the 85th anniversary of Snow White. 35 normally. We're gonna run that at $31. I think D23's, but I had so much fun at D23. I just wish that it wasn't one of those where I was like, we focus so hard on pins. I wish we would have focused on like everything. Rich Jones, congratulations.
Well, we kind of limited our timing anyway.
Yeah.
So like we had way too much of a time crunch the entire time we were there.
I'll be honest, I'm literally gonna take clothing with me that is just clothing that can be thrown in the garbage or worn home. That's my whole motto
Game plan.
for D23. Game changer. I'm wearing one pair of shoes, socks are going in the garbage, underwear is going in the garbage. Ellie 450, $25. Julie priced this one. I can tell by the handwriting. $22 for that Ellie 450. Tiny Kingdom. I have to remember to drive to LA for D23. I think it's one of those where it's like you want your suitcase empty. Like you need it empty if you're going there and you're getting pins. Like
Tiffany, bro, good grab.
they got to come home some way. Ultimately.
Yep.
I love this Disney Classics and it's all animals. We had a couple of these spinners the last show. I uncovered a couple more. Spinner $30 normally. These are from Shanghai. It's gonna be $27.
There we go. Giveaway.
Why are you throwing underwear in the garbage? When you go to
How bizarre
D23,
that would be
yep.
for the people.
If you just came in and heard that, if you go to D23, you need to have all of that. Wasn't the
She won the giveaway.
oh, won the giveaway? Yes. I was like, they definitely didn't win the thing.
Beffy Bear 24, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy Pin.
Welcome to the Figment family. So basically, when you go to D23, you need as much room in your suitcase as possible for pins. That's just how it is. Unless you're going to mail pins back home, which might be an option also. Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, limited edition of 2,900. Beautiful pin. $30 normally. We're going to run that at $27.
27.
Yeah, so that's just the strategy for getting pins home.
Well, HK Reed said you just need one of those backpacks that you can suck all the air out.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's a good, very good one. Joe Agar, congrats.
Congrats on that
Game
one.
changer.
Game changer.
Did Jasmine and Raja already run? Raja
No.
ran individually, but not the
Not
together
yeah,
one.
the Jasmine and Raja one did not run.
Not yet.
This is the I can't even think. Cast exclusive for the 100th anniversary, the name tag, $50 normally. We're gonna run that at $45. But yeah, no, the you realize you need every compartment humanly possible. Julie actually bought us the best suitcases.
They're amazing.
They're
aren't
amazing.
they?
We fit so much stuff in there.
I
It was
do.
ridiculous.
Playing Tetris and it's like all compact and nice. Yeah.
I got the big doll from D23, Ariel doll. It was fun to get home.
Nikki Mac 4862, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figma Guy Pin.
Welcome to the Figment family. I love this series, Under the Sea. So different ones from Under the Sea. It was a 12-pin series. Limited edition of 2,000 for Baby Moana here. 45 normally. We're gonna go ahead and run that at $40.
There we go.
For joining the fragment tier expire today. It does not. No, that doesn't expire today. That's still good for up until the season ends. And I'm not sure. I haven't
started.
It
so-
literally, yeah, it literally just started.
Yeah, you've got a while.
Puppy Shayla, congratulations. September 1st. You got a long time.
Oh wow, yeah.
Okay, from that same series, limited edition of 1,000, $60. Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. We're gonna run that at $54.
I leave a suitcase empty when I travel to Disney World. Yeah, that's what
I mean, you have to.
We managed going to Disneyland for the Nifty 50s. We actually managed to pack all of our clothes individually into our own suitcase.
Congrats.
And then coming back home, I put all of our suitcases together. So, like, all of our clothes were in one suitcase, and then all the pins were in the other two suitcases. So, it worked out really well.
Limited edition of 4,000. This actually has actual wood embedded in the pin, which is awesome. $30 normally. We're going to run that at $27.
There we go.
Oh, we got some more fragmenteers.
What is the best trade you ever made?
I mean, I can tell you the worst trade I ever made. The one, the trade where I definitely, I did the trade for a friendship more than anything. And I will say this. The person definitely wanted the pin and they got the pin and they definitely got
Congrats, Jen.
I got a good friendship out of it. So I don't regret it, but it was probably like the most lopsided trade in all of trades. I traded a Figment profile for I think it was 10 Star Wars opening day pins. That was it.
Yes, Figment. We show them at the beginning of the show.
I can show them in a little bit here.
Itty bitty pins. They're cute.
Yeah, I traded a Figment profile for 10 Star Wars opening day pins. $20. We're gonna go ahead and run that at $18. I bet it was Jess. It might have been Jess.
Raven, congrats.
Congrats on the Sword and the Stone. Next, from we lost. It's Man Down.
Oh no.
They can't see it though. So we got Sleeping Beauty. I couldn't think of it for a second there. Sleeping Beauty, all the animals when they dance with her. 25 normally. We're gonna run that at $22.
There we go.
I mean, the thing is like Jess likes to like tell me every time that I say I'm Figment complete, and she's like, not for long. That's legitimately usually the message I get from her, and that's when I know that I'm about to be targeted. Not as much as being targeted as 10 Figment pins coming out in one pin event. Targeted. Congratulations.
Misty.
Next, we've got Lucifer from the Cinderella series from over in Paris. 25 normally. We're going to run that at $22. I mean, that was still the shocker of probably this year for me when it comes to pins is just like waltzing into that you know, and having this whole like one each page I flip, there's another Figment pin.
Well, and there's still a pin out there somewhere. It's not out yet, but there's still that one pin
There's
that
an
they're looking for.
Well, it's an open edition. They've never
'Cause
released
was
it.
on their
Yeah.
video the one time.
There we go.
Shaka Kanta. Oh, wait, hold on. Shaka Katana, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Next, limited edition of 1500 Jack Skellington from the 10th anniversary. 25 normally. We're going to run that for 22 bucks.
22. Why, thank you, Corgi Mom.
Why, thank you.
All right.
The Pocahontas pins were really nice. They were very, very nice.
Cherry Decor.
Cherry Decor, congratulations. Limited release. This is from the DEC. This was the store. They had a mystery box set that you could only get if you went to the DEC store. $35 normally. We're going to run that at 31 bucks. Misty got the 3 that she requested.
Nice.
Good job.
Disney needs to come out with a pin encyclopedia.
Oh, there was the third party like person that made books, and they were like pin trading books, and it was just a nice catalog, but it was too much work.
Olive Tooth, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. And then they started doing updates because people complained because they would basically just the beginning of the book was the same as the rest of the book or the catalog that they had. And so they just did updates then per year. This is everything that came out that year.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day, Tiana and her dad. $20 normally. We're going to run that at 18 bucks.
There we go.
Yeah, I think with the OEs and that type of stuff would just be like that's where it gets really hard because what do you have in the book? What do you not have in the book? When did it actually come out? Did because like they have 7 different years on them.
Liberty, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Congratulations on that one.
Get some fragment tears.
Yes, get that. Disneyland Paris Chip and Dale. Normally 25. We're going to go ahead and run that at $22.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have a couple of heavy hitters coming up towards the end here.
Getting through it real fast.
We're going through really quick.
Really
It's 7:23, and we're in bucket 4, and bucket 4 is almost done. Like we're making good time today.
Congrats.
Next, it is the Tiana double slider, limited edition of 2,400. 50 normally. We're going to run that at 45 bucks. Next giveaway will be coming up after this one ends, so we'll get that up there for you guys.
Yeah, Richard likes this series too. He's commented on it before.
I think this is like
It's
it's a contender for series of the year.
Yeah.
We'll just say it's a contender.
Andrew, congrats.
Congrats
It's not
on
one
that
of
one.
my contenders because I find it harder to like pack. I mean, I can package it, no worries, but the whole sliding aspect of it, you
Mhm.
still hear it in the bubble wrap, and that drives me
That's insane. You don't like the clanging. I get it. I think the Fairy Tales is probably the best so far. Limited edition of 750. This is a White Glove series. So White Glove series, they did them between 2007 to 2009, 2010-ish. Because this was the New Year's type of pin. 25 normally. We're gonna run that at 22 bucks for that LE 750.
And it's giveaway time already. There
Somebody asked about the Jasmine and the Raja. That's coming up in 2 pins.
Okay. Have you seen Radio Disney yet? Or you think
Radio
that's
Disney's in bucket 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew, congrats.
Next Spring Ride series. It is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Limited edition of 4,000. 35 normally. We're gonna run him at 31 bucks. And we are moving right along, man.
So were you disappointed to not be able to go to the parks this week?
I was kind of disappointed not be able to go to the parks because I really wanted to go to the parks.
Yeah.
But Life is lifing right now.
Mueller, congratulations.
There we go. Congrats on that one. Next from that spring series, it is Genie, 25 on him. We're going to run him at $22. I mean, it's also like it's been very
The
rainy.
rain is raining. Yeah.
Yes, it's been very rainy, but even when it wasn't raining, we just had stuff to do.
Yeah.
Like we had a meeting with GoPin Pro, and so when we went and did that, like that took precedence over
You were pinning,
going to the parks.
not pinning. You were pricing pins a lot.
Yes.
Wednesday was a lot of pricing. M stands, congrats.
I'll be honest, I had a lot of good feedback from my new series that I just started on TikTok and Instagram, um, of where I'm showing one fake pin a day. So I will say that I'm planning those out strategically now. Raja and Jasmine, $25 normally. We're gonna run that at $22.
Which discount are you referring to, Mueller? Is it the new buyer coupon? Because if it's the new buyer coupon, you have to put that in your wallet. Once you put it in your wallet, it'll automatically come off
Says yes, yeah.
your purchase.
Congratulations.
Gal Vicky.
Look, he puts the hat on.
That's really cute.
LE 750 from the Fairy Tales pin event. One of the nice that was the year we came down here, 2018, and I remember being in the park and they released the pins that day, and I got a couple of different things that didn't sell out because they do that. $30 normally. We're gonna run that at $27.
Yeah, those Rapunzel lips were something.
Those were something,
And
yeah.
that was sad because, you know, we always make sure we authenticate everything that we get that comes in. And so when Richard, he was excited, he was taking pictures, and
Jessica, congrats.
somebody was looking for that pin to run in a show. And it was like, I'm sorry, we can't run it. It turns out it's fake. And they're like, no, I've been looking for that pin. And like, that's how it goes. You know, it'll be back at some point and it'll be real.
Humphrey Camp Penny Haha. Limited edition of 560. Normally, we're gonna run that at $54.
54.
I mean, even on the original, her lips they're thinner, but not like crazy thin.
Yeah.
Like you can definitely tell the difference between the two when you put the pictures side by side. And that's one of the big things I really wanted to kind of do was just put the pictures side by side with the pin that we have. Just so we because I have buckets
And
of
that's
pins
your
just
name.
sitting in the garage that we've little by little been throwing in the garbage.
Yes.
You know, we've literally just been chucking them in the trash little by little. And I told Joy, I'm like, this is something I can do that's kind of cool. And it's something that I think you guys would get a kick out of.
Yeah.
Any education on pins is not a bad thing.
Right.
Limited edition of 4,000, $30, Inkwells of Evil. It is Ursula. 30 normally, we're going to run that at 27.
My parents got a kick out of looking at those pins while they were here. While we were in Disneyland, they were actually going through the entire
Going through the
box,
buckets.
and they were sorting through. I don't really know. They didn't say like how they sorted, but it's funny because it was all together, and now it's like sorted into different buckets. So I think they were just having fun looking.
Just looking through everything.
Even if it is fake, it's still fun searching through it. You know.
Limited edition of 4,000, Spring Ride, Orange Bird, $30 normally. We're going to run that at 27.
There we go.
The Shannon, I will let you know, I did pull the Radio Disney pin. It's about 10 pins away.
20 seconds till the giveaway runs.
Don't forget, every time you hear that goat, get your coupon.
Get your coupon. Clip it before you make a purchase. That's the only way that $5 is going to come off.
Yeah, if you come to me after the fact, there's absolutely nothing I can do about
We
it.
had a bunch of people do that, and it's sad because there's nothing that we can do on our end. Michelle, congrats.
Mulan pins? Though we had a couple Mulan already, but
Amelia, congratulations, you got the giveaway.
LE 3000. Well, did you earn a coupon yet? If you haven't earned a coupon, then there's nothing to add.
Yeah.
Limited edition of 3,000. Yep, $20 normally, and we're gonna go ahead and run that at $18 for the Mistletoe series.
There's 2 coupons. There's one if you hit one of the tiers, and then there's one if you're a new buyer. So the first package that you get from us will have a coupon in it. You have to put that into the wallet, which is on your side wall here. click on wallet, add the coupon code that I sent to you, and that's how you get it.
You don't have a tier on there. So if it was a first time purchase, yeah, you gotta have to add that to your wallet.
Yeah.
Ash, congratulations. Next, limited edition of 300 Walt Disney Imagineering for Finding Nemo's submarine voyage, which I think Julie actually really enjoyed.
I did like it. It was
I
good.
people talk down about it, but I kind of really enjoyed it. Besides where the water leaked on my arm
You were
from the
right by
submarine, I was right by the door.
Yeah.
75 normally. We're gonna go ahead and run that at $67.
Yeah, it was the first time going on it at Disneyland. And we were gonna walk right by it, and I'm like, we've never done that. We didn't get to do that last time. And it'd be nice to go on something that we didn't get to do last time. I think that might have been the only one, right?
Yes. When
At
you're
the
sitting by
same
the
time.
door, the water drips on your arm because you go
You're
underneath a
going under the
waterfall.
yeah.
You're going underneath the waterfall. So if you're sitting right by the door, it literally leaks through, and then it
Right.
hit me in the arm. And I was like, what is going on here? Why is there water considered a wet ride? Ursula, limited edition of 300. $50. We're going to run that at 45.
There we go. Isn't there anything that can be done with all the scrapper pins other than throwing them away? I mean, it can be crafted with.
I'm not
and things like
crafty.
that. I just don't have time.
I'm not making magnets.
I was making magnets out of them to do as like giveaways, but then I realized I don't have time for that either. So for now, it's just sitting in my garage. It's not hurting anybody sitting in my garage. And every once in a while, I'll just grab a handful and chuck it in my garbage before garbage day.
Mhm.
I don't want to make the garbage too heavy.
Hey, look at that. Jess Willis.
Oh, it's signed.
Yep, card is signed down the bottom there.
Did you check if the pin was signed also?
I don't think it is. You're gonna make me look
I am
now,
gonna make
and I'm
you
100% like it's not.
Oh, you never know.
Oh, there it is. It is
Oh,
signed.
how about that? Signed pin, signed card. There you go.
I think the biggest thing is that they are worthless. So I hate to tell people like fake pins are garbage, and we need to kind of get them out of pins completely.
Circulation.
Circulation,
Get
they
them out of
need they
circulation.
need to be gone.
Yeah.
Limited edition is 750, $45 normally. We're gonna go ahead and run that at 41 bucks.
41.
Right to the recycle bin.
There we go. Yeah, if I could turn it in for money recycling, I would, but we don't have anything nearby that does that. No, we wouldn't give them away. Just
They're
for
fake,
the-
guys.
for the simple fact, like we live too close to the park, so even if we were to give it away to anybody,
Somebody's gonna go
nearby,
trade them
they're
to
just
the
gonna
parks.
trade it,
I
and
hate
we
to
did
say
no
that,
good at that point.
but
You know?
there is no good. You need to get them out of
Correct,
you need to get them
yeah.
out of circulation is what needs to happen.
Yeah.
Keep them or trash them. That's if you keep them on your board because you're saving them to go ahead and put
You like
something
them, right.
that because you like them, or you want to wait until you get the real one and it's a placeholder. Awesome. They're
Yeah.
never going to come out of your collection. Keep them. If you're not keeping them, chuck them in the
Did
garbage.
you scream
Get them out
the
of
goat?
circulation.
Scream the goat.
There we go. $70 normally. We're going to go ahead and run that at $63.
63. There's a little crown at the top of your screen. If you click on that, it'll give you all of the details of how you can unlock fragment tiers. So that'll tell you everything. I can't keep things in my head to like just verbally state all
Mhm.
of the criteria. I'm not good like that.
Kristen, congratulations on that. This one doesn't have a thing.
$1 start.
$1 start, limited release, very Merry Christmas party. $1 start. Let's go.
$1 start. There you go.
I think everybody has a box full of fakes.
Oh yeah.
Everyone has a box or a bucket or a bag full of fakes.
Everyone's in the same boat. They're like, well, what do we do with them? Make them into earrings. I love that.
I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with them if you're crafty or if you have time. I'm not crafty.
K4015, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figma Guy Pins.
Welcome to the Figma family. I'm not crafty and I don't have time. And I'm not going to mail them to somebody like we did have somebody in the group at one point in time when we first started the group that was like asking for people to mail them, and we had some people that were like teachers that we would go and mail them to, like or that we could mail them to, and they were doing it, but other person was just trading them in the parks. So that does happen. Like it stinks. Limited edition, the Magical Timepiece series. I love this series. I think this opens. I might be completely trying to open it. It doesn't, but it does open. There we go. It does open. $30 normally. We're running at $27.
27. There we go. It's hard to teach people, about fakes if they just don't understand, or they don't care to understand. So that's another hardship of the whole trading thing.
So, like, let me ask, like, Corgi Mom. Corgi Mom's in the chat, right? You still here, Corgi
She's
Mom?
right there. She just commented.
Okay, Corgi Mom, I'm gonna ask you a question. You've been to the parks, you've seen the boards. People will ask me all the time, and they say to this in my videos when I'm
That's Amy Young.
like, oh, they can't all be fake. I'm gonna ask Corgi Mom right now. Are all the pins on the boards pretty much fake? Yeah, they are. Like, and so, like, I literally, half of my comments on my videos are people arguing with me about that aspect, and they don't want to believe that it's actually a problem, but it is a problem. It's a major problem. But it's not, Disney can't solve that problem by itself. They need you to help with that problem. Limited edition of $1,050, Tomorrowland, and it is a spinner. Really cool spinner. $50 normally, it's gonna be $45.
There you go. But that doesn't mean that it can't still be fun.
No, it can always be fun. I make games out of everything. Like I literally like we played the game of I haven't edited the video yet, but it's like we said, we're just doing Tomorrowland. No? Nothing on that?
I'm pretty sure it ran.
Try one more time.
How much was it?
45.
45. There you go.
But that was the thing is like so you have you know you make a game of it, whatever it may be, and you kind of go from there. Like we tried to trade, we wanted to see if we could have 10 pins in Future World. So we just went to all the boards in Future World and we wanted to see if we could find 10 pins, real pins on the boards. Spoiler alert, we found 12. So we did break 10.
Congrats, Tina.
Limited edition of 600. He's adorable. $30 normally. We're going to run him at $27.
There we go. I mean, Caitlin, there are places that you can get inexpensive pins to trade that are still authentic. So if you're by Disney World, they actually have character warehouses. There's two of them that you can buy Disney pins at that are straight from the parks pins.
Yes. You also got to look at the fact of
Salazar.
if you're part of our Facebook group, there are people selling authentic $3 pins, $4 pins, $5 pins, $6 pins. And that's the biggest piece of it is you don't have to trade for stuff on the board. You can make
Right,
it you can make it a treasure hunt. I've always said it a million times like that's the whole part of it. It's a treasure hunt. Limited edition of 3,000. It is Carousel of Progress, Mickey and Pluto, 40 normally. We're gonna run that at $36. But I think that's the biggest misconception is that people are like, well, I don't have the money to trade and do that. You don't have to trade. Like you don't have to.
Thank you, Renee.
Go.
We're about to hit 100,000 members on that group. It's insane.
We're gonna have 100,000 members. I'm gonna say it now, and I'll throw it out there because I'm gonna make a post about it because life got really crazy, and I didn't have a chance to kind of follow through on it. We are gonna look for moderator help. If you're interested, if you think you can help out to help other people follow the rules in the group, I will be asking for people to jump in and help be moderators. I think that's a thing. I tell people all the time. There's a lot that you can do on a daily basis just by logging into a page you're already going
Who
into.
wanted to bid on the Radio Disney?
Shannon.
Shannon,
You here?
Shannon, Radio Disney.
There you go. Okay. Radio Disney pin, which is kind of cool. 25 normally. We're gonna run that at $22.
What are your requirements?
I have a couple requirements, and it actually does include an interview. Like I will ask you some interview questions. Number one, you cannot be a moderator of any other Facebook group that there is. So if you are a moderator in any other Facebook group, continue moderating for them. Our group is too busy, unfortunately.
Yay, Shannon.
Shannon.
Yeah, our group's way too busy, and it does get confusing if you're part of something else and then you're trying to get the rules straight. You know, it's too much.
There's
So
if you're trying to balance the rules between 7 different pages that
we
you
have
moderate
before in the
on,
past, and we
and they
haven't let
can't
them
do
go.
they can't do it.
Yeah,
It's just
it's just not easy. So
2,860 699 followers on here. So we're about to hit 28.7. Herc and Meg from Disneyland Paris, 25. Normally we're gonna run that at $22. I mean, that's the step one. If you can't answer, if you're like, are you a moderator in another group, and you say yes, then you're already just kind of disqualified at that point.
yeah,
Second thing is like I asked them, what's one thing that you think that you would be good at on the page? What's one thing that you think you would need help with,
Karma, congrats.
like to get better, like with pins? And sometimes it is telling fakes. But you know what? There's a big difference between knowing the rules and being the biggest expert in the world about fakes. Does that include your own business page? Business page. Don't understand what that means. Lion King, $35. This is an old school Lion King. We're gonna run that for 31 bucks.
There we go.
Um, Peter Pan and Tinkerbell might be done for the night. I think on the $1 start boards there could be some Tinkerbell and Peter Pan.
Savannah Lee, 13. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figma Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Oh, the person's individual page they mod for. We don't do outside promoting in the Facebook group.
Yeah, so if it's for pins, I mean, definitely not, unfortunately, because we have to be able to trust you not to like advertise yourself, type of a thing.
Limited edition of 400. Go the distance. The cross stitch Pegasus, adorable. $60 normally. We're gonna run that at 54 bucks.
54. There we go. But also, you should know about pins.
Yeah.
You should not be relatively new if you want to be a moderator.
I might even ask you, like, can you state what Rule 4 is?
Oh my god.
Like, I might ask you
Rule
that.
4 is like the biggest rule.
Like, can you tell me the emphasis of Rule 4? Because
Mitchie, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figma Guy pins.
welcome to the Figment family. No park pickups. I mean, but that's the thing is like, do you understand what we mean when we say what is a park pickup? Because there's still people on a daily basis that go into chats and be like, oh, hey, I'm in the park if you want me to grab that for you. That's a park pickup, guys. My brain hurts.
Giveaways up and running.
Baby Moana with Hey Hey and Pua, 25 normally. We're gonna run that at 22 bucks.
$22. There we go.
And then we're getting down. We got some heavy hitters coming up here very soon.
They really are, Courtney Mom. They really are. Tuesdays are the best.
Tuesdays are rough, and I tell people this, like, it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah. Care for good things. You got it.
Next, we got the Disney Dream Destinations. So there's Pua on there and a Kakamora. $40 normally. We're gonna run that at 36 bucks.
There we go.
Yeah, if you just ordered the pin online, you don't have it in your hand. So
Yeah,
that's a
that's
big
called
that's
pre-sale.
that's a pre-sell, which we
Or
don't allow in the group.
pre-trade, and we
You
don't allow that
you
either.
have to have the pin in your hands. What if that pin comes to you and it's messed up? I'm going to show you the next pin, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by the pin's messed up. So,
Congratulations.
gorgeous pin, but the start this would be more than $20 all day long. But the star speeder, which is it is actually like a stand, is a little scratched up there. So $20, we're gonna run that at 18 bucks. But you're getting it knowing that the faceplate is kind of scratched up on it.
They were probably using it to stand it.
They probably were using it to do a stand. I actually got some really cute card backs from somebody on Instagram that sent them to me out of nowhere. And we were talking about it, and I was like, okay, those are kind of cool. Puppy Shayla. Congratulations.
I
Limited
like
release.
that. I like that. Also, that was a good one. Also, even if you have it in hand, the photo can't be in the park.
Yep.
Good job, guys. Good job.
I love my moderators.
That wasn't a moderator.
Oh, that was good job.
That's why I said good job. All right, how much is this one?
So limited release, $30. We're gonna run that at 27. So no, it's
Yeah.
like I said, that's the biggest piece of it is like just kind of understanding the general basic knowledge of what our rules are. Like, and if you joined a month ago, I'm not gonna pick you as a moderator.
Yeah, please understand that.
Like if you joined a month ago, 3 months
too
ago,
soon right now.
it's too soon. Like eventually you can even message me and be like, hey, do you need help being a moderator? Yeah, that's the other thing is like, congratulations, Shayla, get your coupon. The Grubs are Bugs and Grubs cereal series with the dangle for Lion King. Normally 30, we're gonna run that at 27.
I love that, Therese.
I qualify so far.
check.
So I mean that's the thing is that's what we're looking for. And it doesn't mean that you have to be on the page 24/7. But you know, if you're already spending an hour or two on the page a day,
Right.
you're just kind of watching that stuff. I want to hire somebody to literally just go through the names and boot pages
Yeah.
and weird names out of the group.
Tweet wee woo. Congratulations.
Like that, some of those are some of our biggest points of contentions.
Well, it's not a hire.
It's not a hire, but it's still it's you know what I mean.
I wish that there was someone to just focus on that. I do a lot of that.
Just give me 24 hour power. Private pin collection. So this is not for trade. I always said this is the pin you should get when you're like going to a pin event. This should be like all the pins that you traded for, and this should be the pin that you have on top. Limited release 25. We're gonna run that at $22. It's from the Trade City event pins. But I mean, that's the thing is like it's not like there, it's not that anybody kind of can disqualify themselves and that they can't be a moderator. It's just maybe you can't be a moderator right now.
Right.
Maybe it's not the right time right now.
Puppy Shayla, congrats.
You know, but we stick to our rules like you know, that's the thing. You're booted.
We are accepting offers, but there are grail pins in there that have offers turned off. So
Mhm.
it tells you if the offers are turned off.
Cast exclusive limited edition of 1,250. It's an Earth Day Kermit cast exclusive pin. I really need to reprice these Muppets pins. $35. We're gonna run that at 31 bucks.
10 seconds to get in on the giveaway. It's about to run.
And don't forget, every 20 auctions we're doing a giveaway. So we're only 11 auctions away from the next giveaway.
Yes.
And we're flying through these today. You guys are doing great.
Mhm.
And I like the chattiness. I feel like we woke up.
Mary Kay, congrats. You got the giveaway. And Mueller, you got the pin.
Congratulations,
And the
Mueller.
fragment here.
Jeez. There we go. Oh, here's a mini jumbo. This is from the Where Dreams Happen pin event. Limited edition of 500. It's the Fab Five as the Incredibles. And it's amazing. I love this pin.
How heavy is this pin?
It's not very heavy.
Oh,
Limited edition of 500. It's 60 bucks. We're gonna run that at 54 bucks. It's a nice big gorgeous pin.
there we go. Any tips for newbies? It can be so intimidating.
So tips about what? Going to the parks, you know, in the groups. There's a whole bunch of different I can come up with a 40-minute synopsis for you depending on what you're looking at.
There was also the question of how do we know who is trusted sellers in the group? I'll be honest with you, there are no trusted sellers in the group. We don't have anybody that we like say, oh, you should buy from these people. You just need to do your homework. You need to look and see, are they a participant in the group? Don't purchase from participants.
Are they even in the
because-
group?
Right. You can look, you can click on their name and it'll tell you if they're a member, how long they've been a member. But if they have just joined the group, I'd be very cautious. I would check their Facebook page and see what is their activity. Did they just add a picture a day or two ago? Is their profile and cover picture brand new?
This
Those are
is
like things, and we have in our featured section on the Facebook group. If you click on that, we have all of the things to look out for scammers. So that's a big one. But Facebook allows like top contributor marks. So like you'll see underneath their name if they are very active in the group, it'll give them a little badge. So that kind of gives you
So
an idea too. Of
this is my number
who
one
might be okay to purchase from.
great tip.
Yes.
This is the number one tip. If they've been in the group for less than 3 months, I wouldn't buy, sell, or trade with that person. That's not me being like to new people, but that's the one way that you can almost guarantee that you're not going to have a problem. 3 months or less, no thank you.
I would just look at all the details though.
But no, you
I
can
don't
look
think
at
there's any real issue in trading or buying from somebody that is, 3 months in new to the group, but you can look. There's ways to look. You can see how many posts do they have, how many comments do they have, because honestly, we'll get reported if a month has gone by and they had a post that had like 20 people comment, PM sent, I'm interested, whatever. We would have gotten reported at that point that those people didn't get their stuff. It's been a whole month. So
Yep.
it's a good thing to look at that type of a detail too, to kind of protect yourself. Please, please, I am so tired of getting messages from people that are like, "Hey, I just got scammed," and then I'm like, "Okay, well, how did you pay?" "I paid Zelle." Please stop
Why?
doing that. Please stop doing that. No Cash App, no Zelle, no Facebook Pays, whatever.
Can I ask you something?
Please don't do that. No,
Julie.
no Google Pays, if that's even a thing on there. It's only PayPal, it's only Venmo, and it's only goods and services.
Can I say
No
something?
other way. Those are our rules in the group. Those are our rules.
Julie, what do we
Yes.
always say? If they're not your friends and family,
Yeah.
don't pay them friends and family.
Exactly. So yeah.
Okay. Limited edition of 600. It is Raya. 35 normally. We're going to run it at 31 bucks. I will say this. If you guys are trying to say those words in the chat, like Cash App and PayPal, they're not going to let it go through, just so you guys know.
Yeah, yeah. But in all honesty, I get those messages a lot. And, they're paying people through Zelle. Like, why? Zelle does not protect you guys.
Big Blue, congratulations.
Zelle even sends you a message before you send the money, and they're like, "Hey, be careful of scams and make sure you're sending this to somebody you know." So, and you're accepting it to go through. It's crazy.
Main Street Electrical Parade Farewell from the Magic Kingdom in Disney World. Limited edition of 5,000. 75 normally. We're going to run that at 67 bucks.
Yes, Zelle is a slur word in the Facebook group.
Yes.
We have that as a as like a keyword.
We'll give you that keyword. There's other ones. We'll give you
other
that.
ones that we won't give you, but Cash App and Zelle are keywords. And you know why it's a keyword? Because
Congrats,
it
Katie.
notifies us when somebody says that. And so we know it automatically will not allow it to go through. So we know to boot that person out of the group.
Yep.
So
Well, I'm gonna give you another good point here. Storybook Land, Mickey and Minnie on the boats. Julie, did we get to ride this?
Storybook Land?
No, we did not.
I wanted
25 normally. We're gonna run that at 22 bucks. It's on the original card too. So Julie, if somebody lists something for free on Facebook, should you ever try and buy it or get it from them? No. They'll tell you. No.
I got one. I banned one today that was a minute on, and I was so happy because I was like, "Ooh, I got it in a minute." It was probably under a minute, but it just told me a minute. But yeah, then somebody messaged Richard, and they're like, "Hey, is this okay?" No, it's not okay.
No, it's not okay. What
We don't even look into it anymore. We just ban.
There are points where I think in my head and I'm like, man, people got to be smarter.
Seriously,
Like
nobody's gonna give you anything for free.
Nobody's giving you pins for free that are like $15 and $20 pins.
Right.
That's not a thing. That's not. This community is not that generous.
No.
They might give you one pin. They're not going to give you 20 pins for free.
Yes.
$45. The Moana Paris pin. Let's go.
How much?
Sorry, 40 bucks. 45. We're gonna run it for 40.
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely right, Olivia. It's internet advice, not necessarily just Facebook groups. Totally internet advice. Use common sense. Absolutely.
And if you do want to give pins free, Jeff is here to take them.
Katie ate
Katie H, congratulations. LE of 600. We had one of these on a big card. This is on, not on the bigger card. This is on smaller, normal card, but this is the one with the gem series from Hong Kong. LE 600. We're gonna run that at 31 bucks.
I mean, we just want you guys to be safe when you're in the group, and you know, we watch the group, but we are not in it 24/7.
Like when I'm at work, I am not in the group as like at all for
So
8 hours.
That's why we have posts, to help you guys know what to look for. We try to keep that updated. Congrats, Misty. And we do have, like, there's one person in our group that reports and reports and reports, and it is wonderful. And I already told Richard he should reach out to that person to be a moderator, because she reports everything, and it's all the good stuff. She's protecting the heck out of you guys.
Yeah, the three little dots in the top hand corner, you click on that, and once you go ahead and you do that, you select what it is, and it's amazing. Like I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
It is amazing because like it's somebody who doesn't even have that, but is literally like,
she's not a moderator,
No.
but she reports like crazy, like every hour, and it's fabulous. So
there we go. LE of 3,000, $30 with the dress and everything. We're gonna run that at 27 bucks.
Yeah, so I've already told Richard he should reach out to a couple of people, because there are a few of you guys that do that, and we appreciate that. Our moderators appreciate that, because whoever is live in the group at that moment, it gets notified, and we all see
Congrats.
it, and whoever gets to it first, it's like a game, like
Yeah, it is. It is. Who can get to it first? And then like I'll go ahead and I'll start typing up everything, and then it's gone already.
And then I'm like, oh man, I just typed up all this nice stuff and it's gone. Sassy Shimer took it down already.
Yeah. The off topic, have we made a custom pin board at Disney Springs? No, we have not. You can take a picture and they'll make an actual custom pin board now at Disney Springs.
Nice.
I think we will go look at it to like see what it looks like. Somebody pulled this. It's Graily Grail time, Julie. Limited edition of 250 Hercules cluster, $200. We're gonna run it for 180. Yeah, but you can take your picture and oh, sorry, we got goat. But yeah, you can custom board and everything. It's amazing.
Where's the custom pin boards?
It's in Disney
Is
Springs.
that what they were releasing at the pin trading night?
They were showing it at the pin trading night, saying that this is something that's coming up. Renee, congratulations. The great grab there.
Market Co-op.
Mark, okay, so it's where they do all the phone cases, by where
That
they do the
makes
phone
sense.
cases and everything. That 100% makes sense.
Yep, that's Disney Springs, right? The Co-op.
Limited edition of 250 Sibling Rivalry. I love this series so much. 85 normally. We're going to go ahead and run that at $76.
Next to Photo Pass, yes.
That makes sense because they're all in the same place.
Scott, you're amazing. Thank you so much.
Scott just has it copied. He's just posting every once in a while.
Every 5 minutes or so.
I didn't even bring the. I thought so confident, you guys. I thought so confident that we were going to buy every single pin tonight that I didn't even.
You didn't even pull.
I didn't even pull out the tiny trombone. Yep.
Yes.
There we go. Oh, Fang indeed. It's a small world. It is Paris. It's like a mini jumbo, beautiful pin. 35 normally. We're gonna run that at 31 bucks.
There we go. Good times.
I mean, that's not bad. So far, we're only at one.
My family and I did one last week, and it turned out so great. That's awesome. You should share that in
Puppy
the group.
Shayla, definitely.
See that.
I don't think anyone's really posted about that.
Right, because I remember seeing something about it at the pin trading nights, but from where I didn't go straight up to it, but from where I was at, it only looked like a picture, like of the family. It didn't look like a custom.
I think the picture goes in the middle of the board. Yeah.
So that is what it is.
That is what it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant that they would cut you out of shape or something. I misunderstood.
Limited edition of 500. Marie, Duchess. Normally 50, we're going to run this. Princess Shannon did a video.
Unless you don't want to share your family's pictures.
That's true.
You
That's
can
another.
always do smiley faces. That's what I do for our youngest on Instagram.
So normally 50, we're going to run it at 45 bucks.
All right. That one's going. Karasha's free. Will you have any Lady and the Tramp pins on Sunday?
Lady and the Tramp. I mean, I haven't put Sunday's show together,
Yeah.
so I can literally put some Lady and the Tramp pins in there.
Yeah, he can look for some.
Yep.
Congratulations.
I know there's some in the buckets. Like I
There
have.
might be some in that one bucket too
Yeah.
that has Stitch in it.
So this was the most expensive pin pulled for the night. So limited edition of 250. Fix It Felix, $400. He's going to be $360. And then after this pin, there's one more. And that's everything that you guys pulled.
Fix It Felix.
Pop 50, congratulations. Pop 50 was the one, Fitty was the one that did pull the pin. So congratulations. Glad you got that. I know you really wanted it. Lilo and Stitch Marquee. Limited edition of 400, 150 bucks. We're going to run it for 135 bucks. Mouse Detective. Yes, we did run the Mouse Detective pin.
Yes, that one did sell already.
Do we run the next giveaway?
No.
I just looked down and I'm like, oh, I don't think we ran a giveaway in one auction.
Chit-chat.
We were very chatty, and I appreciate that, guys.
Stitch and Scrump. Laura Flo.
Laura Flo, congratulations on that one.
I mean, now's the time that if there was something that we, had listed that you guys didn't have us pull, we can still pull it. Wah, 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 wah.
Hey, Dougs, thanks for the raid. We appreciate that. Hope you had a great show. Julie, you want to do a dollar start?
Sure.
Look at him. He's so cute. Disneyland Paris, $1 start, Stitch, Mini Jumbo.
Do you run the LM carousel?
Little Mermaid Carousel. Yes, that did run.
Okay.
Everything that was pulled in the show ran and sold except for one pin.
Yes. Mini Jumbo? Which Mini Jumbo? Congrats, G Willie.
There was a Raya pin. A Raya pin did get pulled. We did sell that Raya pin. This is a newer Disneyland Paris 2-pin set, and I think
Oh, that's so
they're
cute.
adorable. Like the outfits are
I
adorable.
love when Donald's happy like that. He looks so good.
$1 start.
2 pins, $1 start.
2 pins, $1 start. Have at it.
He's so cute.
Go away.
But yeah, if there was anything that wasn't pulled, just let us know. We can grab it.
Somebody asked for this pin in the last show.
The announcement was said yes. We actually put it in the show notes, but the announcement is that the dates are final for our Ohio event. It's going to be July 24th and July 25th of 2026. So we're super excited. And PinPix is our sponsor for that event. We're super excited about that too. Marie Enchanted, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy Pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Well, I will say this. It's
Bambi movie poster?
Bambi movie poster.
I don't think we ran a Bambi.
How about this? $1 start, Julie.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna lose their mind here. Yzma, the duck is Kronk. $1 start. Let's go.
There you go.
This series is absolutely gorgeous.
So cute.
They did such a good
Look
job
at
with
the
it.
duck just sitting on the dress. I love that.
I literally have a whole bunch of just random pins sitting next to me that I didn't even show you guys today. And I'm like, these would be really good $1 starts if we do them. So I was like, just some randomness here, but I figured like some of this
Do you
awesome.
have Stitch as Maleficent?
No, I don't think in this series there was.
Juan Katrina, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Got a Pin.
Welcome to the Figment family. I gotta ask, is Deb here? Shh, Deb. Shh, Deb,
Are you here?
are you here?
You were here earlier.
Deb, are you still here?
Shh, Jen.
Shh,
Is-
Jen,
is
is
Deb
Deb here?
What an odd conversation.
If that's what you walked
I don't
into,
think they're here.
I don't think
though.
they're here. I was gonna show this.
Oh.
She always bugs me about Kylo Ren. Look, Julie, the Star Wars spinner.
Oh my gosh. You can't do that yet. Someone tag Deb.
Look at that Star Wars
Better than
spinner.
the underwear conversation.
It is better than the
Yeah,
underwear conversation. That's a cute one.
Yeah, hold off on that one.
Look at this one. Do you want Stitch and Saliva? $1 start.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Deb. 514. I think it's that one. Yep.
From picture number 9. Oh, that one. I'll grab that.
What is it, Deb that likes? Kylo
Deb
Ren or is it
always
Jen?
Deb always buys Star Wars. I just Stitch and Saliva.
Congrats, Wad Katrina.
Congrats. So this is the one you're talking about. And he's got a snot bubble. I didn't even realize he has a snot bubble. What's with all the bodily functions in this thing? $1 start, Julie.
Are there any more Figment pins, Mr. Figment Guy? You did
I mean,
say you were going to share your pin mail.
I did. I said that.
Figment's
I don't know if Figment is still in here.
Ryan Wolf, congrats, you got the giveaway.
There you go. Tina Khan.
Figment's still here, so you can.
Oh, Figment. Here, I'll show them really quick because I got them sitting right off the side here. So I got these pins. I paid way too much money for these. And I was like, they're definitely going to be bigger, right? They're the tiniest little pins I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And I think I love them more now. So tiny. I think I'm going to hold on to it.
Yeah, I think we'll have to hold on to the Rapunzel because that's a consignment pin. So I don't think we can do the 400 for that. I'm sorry.
Polly Pocket Figments. Tiny Kingdom Figments.
Bambi from the second row, page 11 on Instagram.
Top Hat Figment. Like, they're amazing. Did I run the Star Wars spinner? Not yet. So they said number 11.
Number 11.
And what was it?
It's the Bambi.
Oh, right here. I got it.
So we got Bambi.
$1 start, Bambi. Let's go.
Oof, I'm not ready. Hold
You're
on.
not bidding on these.
No. All right, Bambi's running.
Yeah, the cricky from Mulan definitely did.
Yes, the one that was like a birdhouse.
Yes. You're not bidding on those. They're adorable. But I mean, I didn't realize how small they were. They're absolutely adorable.
Mad Hatter in Teacup from Image One. Congrats, Amy.
See, this is that part where we start doing the. That one's not gonna be $1 start.
Well, at least she didn't mix things up this time.
It's very true. Ellie of 1,000, so it'd be a $54 start with the.
There you go.
I'm making it a thing. But like there was another one that like from that series. I'll show the ones from that series because there is a cute. They're all very cute. 3 of them didn't get chosen. There's that one.
Yeah.
And then there's also Haunted Mansion. And that's limited edition of 1,000, and that's at 60 also. Tweedledee Tweedledum, Ellie of 1,000, and Jungle Cruise, limited edition of 1,000. Those are all $54 starts if you're interested. Run the White Rabbit. We could do that. So hard to look at previews during a workday. Sorry, 54 bucks. There you go. Haunted Mansion, we'll do that one next to you. Yeah, I will say this, like even listing the stuff and trying to keep up with stuff, as far as like, you know, commenting on everyone's posts as we're pulling stuff is hard also. So the whole thing we're gonna do Jungle Cruise also.
Yeah.
Okay, Haunted Mansion, 54 on that one also, babe.
Here we go.
My tiny little figments.
We had spaghetti for dinner, so my stomach's already starting to growl.
You're like, oh, I'm so hungry.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with rice and spaghetti.
Tina Khan, congratulations. The Jungle Cruise pin, limited edition of 1,000.
We got fragments here.
Ooh, we did get that coupon.
And then be on the lookout for the post Richard's gonna post for Saturday. It's gonna be for Sunday show. So you guys will have a chance to pick out what you want run for the Sunday show.
Mhm.
But he always posts around 8 o'clock on Saturday night.
Star Wars spinner. I'm feeling saucy, Julie. $1 start.
$1 start. There we go.
I have a couple more of dollar starts for carded pins, and then um, we'll jump into some of the boards for dollar starts for you guys. Tina definitely wanted that. There you go, Tina Khan. Next, 2-pin set. I hate to say this, but Louis is maybe the cutest pin I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
Yes, we saw somebody posted that in the group. Hopefully that's good news for Walt Disney World too.
Yeah, this set is gorgeous. Tiana's adorable, but look at him. Like, he is adorable. $1 start. Let's go.
Pins, $1. He's so cute. Oh my
He is like
gosh.
adorable.
I love when they have those just the circle eyes like that.
Yes.
So cute. Oh
Yeah, they are adorable.
Pin show in Jersey. Sorry, the only reason it's in Ohio is because we are originally from Ohio, so we know that area and we still have family in that area. So that is specifically why we chose it. And Richard used to work at that mall.
Congrats.
So
Yes.
it's a big deal.
How about Ariel?
You know, congrats.
Ariel and Flounder, $1 start. Let's go. Even better. Janowski's like, you're not getting me this time. Do I have anyone that likes Stitch? Are my Stitch people here? Like, if I'm gonna show a Stitch pin, are my Stitch people actually here?
Sherry Regal, congrats.
Congrats. Julie.
Yes. Oh yes.
Limited edition of 300. $1 start.
Ooh.
$1 start.
There we go. He is a chaser, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's the Chaser LE300.
For the Expedition pins.
The Expedition Pin series, that is such a cool series too.
Yes.
Puppy Shayla, congratulations. Grab some boards. How you doing over there? Doing good? Doing okay? We'll say okay, right?
I was ready to say have a good night. And he's like, run some boards.
No, let's do a little bit of boards.
I guess we can run some boards.
Run some boards. There was a lot of good stuff on those boards the other day.
What's a good unrated pin set to collect? Underrated pin
Underrated
set.
pin set? I like here. I
Like
think
booster sets
here.
or
Let me show you something.
actual series? Oh, a series.
So like an underrated set that I think people. Let me see if I have it up here.
I felt Julie's look.
I felt Julie's look. You felt Julie's look. I felt Julie's look.
Apparently we weren't on the same page.
These came out for Halloween last year, but they're completely glow in the dark. There was 4 pins that were in a like individually, and then there was 4 Muppets pins that are almost exactly the same. Those are gorgeous. I also like the play pins. That's another series that you can kind of find around the different play pins for the play app that they really don't utilize anymore on there. That was something that I kind of like. Not this one, but some of the like flower and garden and the food and wine mystery boxes. Those are amazing. Uh, the Park Pals. Those are cool. Figment.
Very true.
They had a Figment one of this, but they didn't release. They actually made that figure of Figment, but they didn't release a pin series of it. And then this series is awesome also. The Mickey Salute series. Really great series also with firefighters, Air Force, all kinds of different ones. And then let's see. Oh, here's one more. Last one. Wild About Safety. The Wild About Safety pins. There's all kinds of Timon and Pumbaa. They used to have short films. You can actually still watch them. How big is this pin board?
It's
It's
actually 6 of the Gopin Pro inspiration boards, which are 2x2.
These are just pins that are when we're sorting through new collections, they go up on the wall. Do you want to see the what do they call it? The main attraction? It's over here. Ta-da. If you've never been here before, I am the Figment Guy. We are Figment Guy pins. The reason I am the Figment Guy is I own every single solitary Figment pin that Disney has ever created.
How are you hanging that? Because mine ripped out the wall. Oh boy. He could talk about.
I'll show you how I hung it. But yeah, so this is all Figment pins. But yeah, anything you can think. There's the profile. I'll just show that really quick. And then I'm going to add the new ones. And the nice thing is the new ones are small, so they can kind of fill in the gap somewhere. Here's a really, I don't point this one out very often. That's the Club 33 one that came out earlier this year. That I was lucky enough that I had somebody that was able to get it for me and trade it for me at a pin event. But I hung these. So they're basically anchored into the wall. I put the wall anchors in. I did, I basically have them with washers on there and it holds it in place. At the bottom, we put double-sided tape to kind of hold it up against the wall. So it was bowing a little bit, but that stopped it from bowing. So it's how I hung them. We haven't had any issues, and we load a lot of pins on there. We have a ton of pins loaded on there.
Oh yeah, we're constantly taking them off,
Mhm.
putting more on. So it's handled a lot of
A lot of.
weight.
I got to plug in.
So we did a good job hanging that.
We did a good
We did
job.
a good job.
Let's flip this around. These are going to be dollar start boards. You're picking one pin off the board. Somebody did ask me about like Mulan pins and stuff like that.
Mulan window. Did we run the Mulan window already?
Mulan window. If it was pulled, we ran it. There was only one pin that did not sell. So here we go. Very first board we're going to show for the night. Got some Mulan up there, some Fleur Kittens, Marie Boba. The cauldrons are all, that's the Maleficent cauldron. Got some of the pin trading, the 25th anniversary of pin trading. I love this series. This series is gorgeous. Just supporting cast showing down at the bottom there. At Build-A-Pin, you're getting the Build-A-Pin itself and you're getting Lilo. Stitch is not on there. Okay, $1 start. You're picking one pin off the board. It's a regular auction, just like we were doing before.
Yep, just one pin though. So bid responsibly. There we go. And yeah. Lots of pins.
Too many pins.
Any Hercules? We had a Grail that didn't sell.
I had one Hercules. Yeah, I had a Hercules pin that didn't sell. I'll show that.
Which one are you going for?
That's the Hercules I had that didn't sell. And the cluster,
Supporting cast.
the cluster did sell. Supporting cast coming to you.
Okay, next
Next one.
running.
The Hercules supporting cast pin. It's probably somewhere on here. I probably have it somewhere.
They might have sold the other day too if we had it.
Could definitely
Because
have.
we did
Yeah.
run the boards on Tuesday, and there was a lot of cast pins that sold. All right, Jess Godlin.
Going for Beast.
Just like the last one that he had, it's a big cluster pin. So that's what the supporting cast ones are.
Next one.
Next one's running.
And we'll do 5 on each board and kind of go from there. So we've done 2. We got 3 more on this one. Just kind of keep it moving with the boards, and then we'll kind of get to that point.
All right, Scott P. Which one are you going for? We got 20 seconds before the giveaway runs, so get in on that.
Yeah, Rennie, I did see the new Ratatouille Open Edition pins. They're really nice.
Oh, Corey Mom says there's 2.
Oh, is there?
Is this the one that you want, or is it?
There's the dress also. If this is the one, just say correct. Got it. Awesome.
Thank you.
Next one.
2 more on this board. Danielle Beck, congrats, you got the giveaway.
Oh, it's no problem.
We didn't even realize there was 2.
Nope.
So, good thing Corey Mom was watching. Is that blue one, second one up from the bottom, Maui?
If you're talking about this one, that is Cinderella. That's the princess like silhouette series.
Hidden Mickey?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Jess, going for Belle.
Going for Belle, right in the middle. There we go. One more pick on this board.
Go.
Last pick on this board, and then we'll go to a next board.
Yes, we'll do another one right after this pick. And Raven Jag, he gets a pick.
Refresh the board.
Which one are you going for?
Going for Ariel. There we go.
Mr. Narwhal.
Oh. Bye, board. Got Maleficent, Stitch Joker. The up is a lenticular pin. Another up pin right next to that. Rapunzel and Mother Gothel. Love that Wally series. That's a cute one. That is Ariel from that same thing. Oh, there's just that Pegasus. Don't just ignore that guy in the middle there. Just disregard him.
Yes.
Islands of Adventure, the Sadness Train. Those are awesome. That train series for Inside Out. $1 start. Pick.
He's holding
Oh,
the board up.
The Princess Leia cross stitch. We had a couple of those earlier from Tuesday.
show.
I didn't show all of them, but yeah, that's
There's
there.
another one.
Oh, holy Pegasus.
He's holding up the board. Is the Cheshire from a puzzle?
Cheshire. That one is not from a puzzle.
Okay, Liberty.
Pegasus.
I feel like any other answer would have been wrong.
I mean, probably, at least for the first pick.
Next one's running. And I did put another giveaway up for you guys since we were at auction 140. We do every 20.
4 more on this board, and then we'll bounce to the next one right after this.
Now you show Sadness Train. I needed her to complete my train set. Mad Emmy, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Which pin? Sadness Train. You got it.
Sadness Train coming to you.
Good thing that Dreaming Cutie already got that.
Yes. 3 more picks on the board.
There we go. Aw, now Megan's sad. Oh no.
Oh, don't be sad, Megan. Now I'm sad.
How many boards are you going through?
I was
prepared.
figuring we'll go to 160.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
All right. Andrew, let us know which one you'd like. Dale, please.
Dale. Good choice.
Chip was in the other day's show.
Chip was in the other show, yes.
Next one's Brennan. Do you have an extra Figment bottle cap? No, I don't think so.
Not right now, yeah. I mean, there could be something on the boards. And we say the boards, we mean the 57,000 boards sitting next to me.
All right. Ashby. Which one are you going for?
The second to last pick on
Oh,
the
it was
board.
you, Andrew, that got it. Awesome.
Which one are we going for? Are we going for the house or the lenticular one? I just want to double check. House, please. Gotcha. Nice stained glass pin there. One more.
Last pick off this board. Wah, 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 wah.
Kayla, Countless Exchange. Thank you so much for the raid. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Hope you had a great show. Thanks for coming in. And this is the last pick on this board, guys, before we swap to a new board.
All right, Maylee, you get the last pick. And we do have a giveaway up and running, so you guys can get in on that. The trick or treat bucket.
Trick or treat bucket.
Down towards the bottom.
Oh,
yeah.
That is the Peter Pan, the Captain Hook one. There we go. That was the last pick.
Yeah.
Bye, board. So we're basically going to show you 3 more boards, 5 picks off of each board. Ooh, there's a Fear Train. Happinesses, I love that series also. Aurora, some Hades, Belle the Spinner. One of the ladies from Moana 2. I'm not sure what her name is. I have not seen Moana 2 yet.
That Wally is adorable.
The Wally is adorable. Yeah, the Wally. Baymax. Joy is the actual front of the train, which is awesome. Piglet's adorable.
There are several Baymax, so you'll have to be specific if you
Yes, please be. If you say Baymax, say which one. $1 start. Let's go.
First one's ready. Is the person who asked for Inside Out here? This is your board.
This is your board.
We did lose a lot of people, so it's a Friday night.
Friday nights. People are going out. They're hanging out.
Yes. All right, 10 seconds for the giveaway. That's about to run. And Allison, you get the first pick. Belle.
Going for Belle.
Spinner pin.
Yes. There we go.
Jeannie, you got the giveaway. Congrats. And next auction's running.
Next pick off the board.
There are 2 Joy on the board, so you have to be specific for that one too. Now we're looking. Where's the other Joy?
Figpin Joy.
Oh yeah.
Figpin Joy just chilling out there.
Going out? I want to go to bed.
I'm right there with you.
I know. It's a beautiful sunset right now. Kind of ready for like a second round of dinner.
Second round of dinner.
Yeah,
Wow.
seriously. All right, Mad Emmy going for the Joy Train. Is this really the longest day of the year? That is what they say, isn't it?
Possibly.
The next one's running.
Second dinner, Taco Bell.
Yeah.
A run for the border.
Sunset is just after 10 p.m. in Michigan. Holy cow. Like, I remember it set like at 8 o'clock not that long ago, and it's already 8:30, and it's still pretty bright out.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. Here
That's
we go with food. I know.
Hey,
I
I'll tell you
know.
this. We're going to be adding some ridiculous grails to the Buy It Now that were not picked for this show.
Oh, yeah. We got
Profile pins,
fragments here.
I wish pins, all kinds of craziness will be added.
And then
I mean, you could buy it today instead of buying it in the Buy It Now.
offers are going to be turned off on
Yes.
Buy It Now.
You actually can get a deal on it today. You will not get a deal on it after today. What are they?
Train.
The train.
The other train.
Yep. 10% discount today, no discount tomorrow.
Yes. 2 more left on this board. It's running. No, it's not.
Oh,
Now it is.
now it is. Yeah, that Rapunzel I wish is amazing.
Well, before we sign off, we can show it again. And then, like we said, if nobody buys it today at a discount, it is going to go into the Buy It Now for Sunday show, but offers will be turned off. And they are consigned pins, so we are not accepting deals after that. So, all right, Scott P., which one can we get for you? I love that Wally.
Wally's adorable.
Is it patriotic Wally too?
No, it's just his lunch
Oh,
bag
okay. Just their
and the starry
line
sky.
down, like,
Yeah.
it's really full.
Last pick on this board. This board's gonna go away. Last pick on the board. And then there is another board.
All right, we got Banjo. Which one are we going for?
Last pick on this board, and we got 2 boards left that we're gonna do.
And I should have time to watch my show after this. So I'm happy about that. Does anyone else get addicted to watching shows? I'm on Netflix right now and I'm watching The Devil's Plan, which is a Korean game show.
Yeah,
It's
because
so much fun.
loves those
I love it.
love those Korean game shows.
I love it though. Bye, board.
Bye, board.
It's the second season of it, and it is amazing. It's so interesting to watch. I literally have zero idea how they're playing these games because they're so difficult, but man, they're great. 1,500 for Remy profile.
There we
Destination
go.
X. Destination X. Did we watch that? I can't remember.
$1 start.
All right, this one's running. I'm doing it 5 times.
And then we have one more board after this board.
Yeah, I feel like I watched Destination X.
Ooh, Janoski, what'd you see on there? I will say, for the Moana one down here, I didn't show it. It's like Hakamura.
Mrs. Potts.
Mrs. Potts. Nice choice.
All right, next one running.
4 more picks off of this board. Thor, you ready for bed? Heck yeah, Dad.
No, he's not.
Oh, he kind of looks ready for bed.
I think I'm complete now for developing my the Beauty and the Beast board. All right, Scott P's going for Remy.
There's Remy on there. Oh, Remy. There he is.
Thai for dinner, nice.
3 more picks on the board.
I don't think I've ever had Thai food, and if I have, I didn't realize I was having it. You have the brother profile you showed today. I would love to see it again. Yeah, after we run the boards, we were gonna just show you.
If you want to see,
really
yeah, I
fast.
can show you the grills really fast.
Yeah. Because like we said, we'll run it at the 10% discount if you want it run. Or we're gonna just end up putting it in the buy it now, but offers will be turned off for the next show. Can you all right, Ashby, which one are you going for? It's only 5:30, haven't had dinner yet.
I mean, it's not that bad. It's 8:30. I'm looking to have second dinner.
Carl and Ellie.
Oh, good pin. I love this pin. 2 more picks off this board.
Yes, second dinner. That's what the cruise is gonna be.
Yeah, cruise is definitely gonna be second dinner. They're gonna be like, "What are you? Weren't you already here?" I'm like, "I'm here for second dinner."
Yes. We're starting it at $1 and you're bidding it to what you want to pay. Then you're picking one pin. So that's how we're running the boards right now. And El Bedell gets to choose one pin. It's 7:30 and now Taco Bell sounds amazing to me.
Be like, "I washed my hands. Feed me, cruise people."
Eeyore, please.
Oh, he's
Oh, is he a cast pin or he's just
Mm,
shaped like that?
no.
Oh, okay.
He's just a.
Oh
It's
my
just his
gosh,
tail at the
how
bottom there.
funny. It looked like a cast pin.
One more, last one.
Last pick on this board.
He's adorable.
We kept messing up when we were saying when we were leaving for our cruise.
Mm.
For some reason, we thought it was the 17th, but it's
Julie
actually
kept
the
telling
16th.
Julie kept telling me it was the 17th.
So he kept putting his countdown on Instagram.
So
and
technically,
it was wrong.
we have one less day.
Yes,
So that's good.
exciting, right?
That's good news. It wasn't 26 days or 27 days. It was actually 26 days. I was happy about that.
Really enchanted. We get the last pick on this board. Which one are you going for? We actually have an exterior with a balcony because I wanted a balcony this time.
Hmm.
When we went on our honeymoon in 2003, we were in the very middle of the ship with no porthole or view at all. So I was like, it's time. We deserve this. I don't think I get seasick, but it's been a while since I've been on a ship, so I'll probably be prepared. Cinderella on the
Cinderella at the top. It's limited
Disney
release.
cruise. Yes, we're going on the Disney Magic.
Bye board.
Hi, board. And I just did the online check-in yesterday, was it? And
Yes.
we were so excited. We actually get to board zone 1, so we get to board at 10:45 in the morning.
10:45.
So exciting! Some of the first people on the ship.
First people to eat on the ship.
To eat on the ship.
That's all that matters.
That'll be our first video to you guys. It'll be us eating on the ship.
You guys really ate a lot. Yes, we did. It's Pua and Hey Hey for the Moana pin. Bambi is a 2-pin pin. Roxanne down at the bottom there. $1 start.
All right, there we go. The Magic is my favorite ship until I go on the Treasure.
I think that's the thing is like I know the ship.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, but it's been 20 something years.
I mean,
It's like I've been on
yeah.
it, but it's like literally been 22 years
And
since we've been on it.
silly me, I just figured they had a ton of these
Yes, Mueller.
ships with the same names floating around, but I guess I was wrong. So we're gonna be actually on the same ship that we honeymooned on, which is really cool.
That's a Mulan. Disney, it's the live action, but it's a movie rewards pin.
Just
Is the gold one in the middle.
Lumiere.
Going for Lumiere. Where's
Circle spinner.
circle spinner. The fidget spinner.
All right.
4 more picks.
Ready? Yeah. So I had fun this morning picking out all my outfits for the trip, even though it's still weeks away.
Mhm.
What's
The ice cream at the top is Ariel because it's got the little flower that she always has in her hair.
Any info on the Pua pin?
It's a Pua pin with Hey Hey. It's that one. I don't.
It's like the heart of Tafiti, right?
Do Palo Brunch best chicken parm ever.
All right, Big Blue's going for Hey Hey, please.
You had me at chicken parm. Who and Hey Hey?
Yes.
Yeah.
There they are.
I love the the iridescence on that's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
3 more picks. Let's go.
Did I miss the major announcement? Yes, you did. But it's okay because we have it in the show notes.
There's a little hint up here. It's us in the state of Ohio.
Yes. We actually announced the date. We've been telling you guys we were going to run one, but we had to wait till we signed the contract, which was actually today. It was very close. I almost didn't get to announce it today. Liberty's going for Hades.
Oh, good call.
So July 24th and 25th of 2026 will be at Great Northern Mall in North Olmsted, Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Two more
Next
picks.
one running. And then we did post the links for if you want to become a vendor. We posted it on my Instagram stories. Richard's going to share it after we get off of here. And then it's also on the Facebook group.
Mhm.
So
And then Sunday, all new pins in the Facebook group. Basically, you'll be able to pick whatever we have at the 10% discount again.
yeah.
Kind of go from there. And that is Sunday at 12 o'clock.
AGM Pilot, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
And they want to do Bambi.
Bambi.
These pins they might show up again on Sunday's show. It depends on timing.
2 pin there. Last pick on this one.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's I gotta find places to put my tiny little Figment pins. And make sure Fancy doesn't knock them off the table.
You need to take quality pictures first.
I
so that
do
you
have to
can
take some.
Post it onto pin picks.
That's true.
All right, Scott P. Last pick on the board, and you hit your fragment here.
Ooh. Your coupon will be waiting you for the next show.
Let's go Merlin at the bottom.
Merlin at the bottom. Good. The new supporting cast pins.
Yes.
Really cool. There. Good grab.
And then you were going to
Oh.
show some of those grails.
I'll show you what we had here. So these are some of the grails that we're chilling in here. Ariel, 150. Maleficent LE 300. She's at $300. She's beautiful. Ariel Vanity, $800.
So pretty.
The Alice Vanity LE 300, $400. Marie LE 300, $450. Tiana I Wish LE 300, $600. Cinderella LE 300, $600. Olaf LE 300, $300. Rapunzel LE 300, $1,000. Pinocchio LE 300, $145. Go explore! Just unlock fragment tier.
Can I see Alice once more at the end?
Alice.
Alice. Tiana, he did show Tiana.
Mhm.
You can show it again.
It's
It's
right
right there. I think you lost a sticker on the back of one of these.
LE of 1,000. So it's not going to be any of the ones I'm showing.
Okay.
Emil, LE 300, $400. Frozone, LE 250, $345. Jesse, LE 250, $300. Hans, LE 250, $500.
Liberty just hit fragments here.
Ooh, fragment here. You guys are hitting fragment here while you're just chilling here watching me show pins. What is her name?
Bianca.
Bianca.
Julie for
Good
the
job.
win.
Good job, Julie. LE 300, 220. Reluctant Dragon, 150. Blue Fairy, 325. And Sisu, 350. You won trivia, Julie. So that's the pile of grails that's going to end up in the buy it now.
Yes, those will be in the buy now. The good news is, even though they won't be discounted and you can't make offers on it, if it is something that you want, you'll be able to go through either Klarna or Affirm, and you can do payment plans.
Mhm.
And we'll ship it out to you. You'll get it immediately, but you'll just make your payment plans through them. So that's always an option too. Any of the pins that are in the bin that are, I think, over $50, you can do that for. So yeah, so those will be in the bin on Sunday show.
And Sunday will be all new pins. So I have so much stuff that I have already kind of pulled aside for the show. But like, if there's anything you're looking for, shout it out.
Yes.
Not now because I'm not going to take notes. But shout it out to me in Instagram. Message me.
Yeah.
Let me know. Hey, I'd like to see blah blah blah. So there we go.
All right. The Emil. That's not Emil, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's Remy's brother, Emil.
Yeah. What about the Emil? Pop Fitty. Is it something you want today with the discount?
Or tomorrow.
Or you'll get it Sunday without the discount, but paying through Affirm or a Klarna? That's the profile. So you can buy in shop with Affirm. Yes. Once I put them in the buy it now in the shop, there's going to be an option for you
While you're
to
checking out.
select it
Mhm.
during checkout. Yeah. You'll just have to create an account and then you'll do everything through them, but we'll still ship it out to you.
Yeah, you get it immediately.
Yeah.
So let's call it a night.
Yes. Not today. No, because the show's over. So it'll be Sunday's show. It'll be in there for you. So bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks
Everyone
for
have a great
hanging out with
night.
us. Have a great night. See you Sunday, 12 o'clock noon. Don't forget.